Wait a minute, after hollering and screaming for 2 days, I bought some fortification. This makes you holler whether you can or not. You know what? It'll loosen up as we go along. Fam, listen, I understand your anxiety and pain. I really do. But I'm thinking, you know what? When I remember teams like the Denver Broncos who went in the spring to play those guys for the preseason scrimmages and things like that, I remember Green Bay. I remember saying, well, they were just beating hell out of our guys. I said, who are those people? Because those kids were not the big name draft picks. And people like Green Bay, Adam Peters was with Denver, and I was trying to figure out who are those kids. Why didn't Trent see any of them? Now, those kids that we didn't know anything about, they're coming to Santa Clara, okay? They're the ones that beat your ass. Because here's the thing. All them golden boys with all the highlight reels and tapes and the NFL promos, and when you get a chance, go back and look back on some of the names. 70%, if not more of them, end up being ass. They're just names. So you got to be careful about that. Peters, Mayhew, Lynch, Shanahan, trust them. Trust them. Because and Kyle Shanahan really says, it's funny. He says, really pleased with how far the roster has come in 1 year. You don't think so, right? Kyle says there were a lot less holes to fill in the draft compared to last year. See, people still said, 49ers got 90 million holes. They can't compete. They ain't got no players. Watch out. Watch out. Hey, you know what I really got to kick out of, too? The 49ers have added a ton of speed. This is why yesterday I really think we got to vote on the name, the 49ers. Fast and furious. I want a picture of Rome and Van Diesel, man, right down below the 49ers. Fast and 49ers are building speed like you would not believe. Even our linemen, even our defensive guys. Defensive back Tavares Moore, 4.32. Fred Warner, linebacker, 4.64. Kentavius Street, we picked him up today. People are burning up mad, boy. Oh, no! He's reminding us of the ACL days. See that dude doing squats at 700 pounds? That's a beast. Let him heal. I want to cut him loose for Super Bowl run. Kentavius Street, 4.87. All that power and speed. Big man on the defensive line. Cornerback DJ Reed, 4.51. Jullian Taylor, defensive tackle. We got a defensive tackle. It runs a 4.83. Okay, so Lynch and Shanahan remain. They're serious, man. They said the 49ers have a strong group of defensive linemen, hence why the team did not address edge rusher more in this draft. The quality simply was not available. And I love when Lynch says, you don't just walk in and take a guy like Cassius Marsh his job. It's the only name he mentioned. John, what are you trying to tell us? Because they ain't pulling no strings. Have you noticed? Adrian Colbert's already been told you are the center fielder for this team. Get ready. Kentavius, just a few more things. The guy is short and squatty frame with plenty of power. If you've seen that video of him squatting under 700 pounds with everybody in the gym stopping to what they're doing to go check him out, you'll know why they got him. And it said, we got plenty of linemen right now. Put that boy in training, get him ready. He'll be ready by next year. Brings weight into contact and causes violent collisions at all levels. Has shown varied moves to be effective, wins leverage battles easily, and has a strength to collapse pockets. Torn ACL, of course, a pro day, likely not a one-year contributor. Doesn't have the length to engage offensive linemen first and is instead often a reactionary player. Will struggle to disengage from linemen who get their hands on him first and can latch with powerful grips. So that means you'd have a problem with guys like, who do we have like that? Joe Staley. Our tackles, I think Moglitch's probably like that too. Richburg doesn't have the bend or flexibility to be an edge rusher, but we don't want him for that anyway, right? He grades a 560. He's a round 6 dude. But you know what? Round 5, we got DJ Reed, cornerback, Kansas State. Says 5'9", 188. Didn't that shock you? Fam, it was on. I wonder, had they not picked up Denzel Ward in Cleveland, would the 49ers have indeed, would they have echoed the mock drafts and taken Denzel Ward? Now I wonder. The policy the 49ers stick to has been broken on this guy. He's 5'9". That's tiny. Played 2 seasons for the Wildcats and tallied 125 total tackles, 7 INTs. He led the Big 12 in 2016 with 19 passes defended and was named the conference newcomer of the year as a transfer from Cerritos College. You know about Cerritos, right on down the road. Reed was a first-team All-Big 12 selection in 2017. And the quote of the day comes from Mr. Reed. He says, "I'm a lockdown corner first and foremost. I don't get scored on." See, I like his attitude already. Round 6, Marcell Harris, safety, Florida. In 3 seasons in Florida. 2014 2016, Harris totaled 102 tackles. 2 INTs. He missed the entire 2017 season due to a torn Achilles. That said, the 49ers clearly targeted his size. Harris stands 6'1", 32-inch arms. The 49ers knew they had to build in that secondary. They went to work on it. In the 7th round, Jullian Taylor, defensive tackle, Temple, 6'5", 280. Posted 41 tackles in 2017 with 11 tackles for loss. It was Taylor's lone season as a starter for the Owls. He posted an impressive 4.83. That's a big man moving at high speed. I want to put him on the edge. Oh, and 31 reps on the bench press at his pro day. Of course, I'm not real impressed with that because, I mean, Jerick McKinnon does the same. Hey, round 7, though. Also, Ritchie James, wide receiver. Oh, Sheik. Sheik must have took several more aspirin and 3 more bottles of yak before he went to sleep. Oh, no, wait. This is today. Sheik. Shit. Stop. Stop, man. Stop boozing. He's out of Middle Tennessee State. 5'10". Oh, he's small. 183 and monster season in 2015 and 16. Put up 1,334 yards and 8 TDs in 2015. James upped the ante in 2016 with 1,625 yards. This guy has Kyle Shanahan style written all over him, right? 12 TDs. His 2017 season was cut short because of a broken collarbone. Man, these are Kyle-style players. And if you'll notice, everybody that comes to Kyle, whatever they were, if they're raw material, if they're clay that can be molded, Kyle soon turns them into visions of what? I mean, when everybody said when we got out of Buffalo, Marquise, everybody said, "Oh, man, what they're picking him up for? Man, that dude ain't nothing but go stretch the field." You were wrong, weren't you? Just wait, okay? Oh, man, I love this stuff, man. 49ers NFL draft class is complete. This is, wrong page. All right. Anyway, with Dante Pettis, I'm telling you right now, man, I am. Let's go ahead and go to the phone because there's so much more to say. By the way, they've already started on the undrafted free agents. I was laughing. The 49ers, Quentin Meeks is not going to be with us, I guess, until, well, we'll see. But they've already started. Andrew Marcell, offensive line. Deontez Alexander, wide receiver. Minicamp tryout. Jamar McGloster, offensive tackle. They're still picking off offensive linemen. Jerry Wilson, running back. I was about to say, I know they're not going to. No running back this year at all. Sure is. Ross Dwelly, tight end, San Diego. Corey Griffin, defensive back. Hey, wait a minute. Ross Dwelly. I took a look at him. I think he's in the app. All right. Corey Griffin, defensive back, Georgia Tech. Emmanuel Mosley, cornerback, Tennessee. Man, John's bringing in, you know, there's going to be camp war. Hey, fam. But anyway, if you still feel like crying, let's everybody cry together. We stand behind each other. We support each other. If you got complaints today, bring them. If you got joy in your heart, if you want to say, yeah, you can do that too. Because I'm thinking, hey, Lynch, Peters, Mayhew, Shanahan. As far as I'm concerned, Bobby Turner. I'm thinking, I'm standing back. I ain't gonna hardly say they know less than I do. But you know what? If you got a reason, explain it to us. We'll hear it. All right, let's go. Brian Smith, come on in, man.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, Brian, man, I'm just sitting back digesting this and knowing we still going to the playoffs. Even though the Rams have already been anointed, they said, and CBS guy says, hey, the Rams, and then you draw a line under them and everybody else. I said, what? Yeah, so, Brian, I'm telling you, man, we ready. Let's go. So what are you thinking?
I knew we was going to make the playoffs. I just don't think we did nothing to get better as a team in this draft. I mean, when you look at it, you look at Austin Pettis, he's Trent Taylor 2.0, which is okay if you put, if you're going to put another slot receiver in the field. I mean, Shanahan offenses have had 4 receivers before. When you look at the Gabriels and the Robinsons and the Julios and Muhammad Sanu, so that's understandable. But the McGlinchey pick, I don't understand. When Trent Taylor was one of the top tackles in Pro Football Focus, I can't just look over that. Also, McGlinchey was covered up a lot by Quentin Nelson last year, and I watched that Georgia game where Lorenzo Carter went to work on them for 4 quarters, so not sure on that.
Yeah.
Then when I look at the Fred Warner kid, I mean, hybrid safety linebacker kind of reminds me of Eric Reed. I think we had a better player at that position that we could have re-signed and kept right there and kind of, did the same exact thing that they did with that pick.
That was a money-saving move.
When you look at Trevorris Moore, I mean, he reminds me a lot of Jimmy Ward.
Yeah.
I mean,
5'9", he's smaller too.
He's a little bit bigger. I think he was like 6'2" or something like that, where they list him at 6'2", but he reminds me a lot of Jimmy Ward.
I looked at the wrong guy.
When you look at the later picks, I mean, we didn't do nothing to get better in the red zone. That's one problem that we had all year last year. We kicked a ton of field goals. I think we finished like 27th in the league. Our running backs got smaller, so we don't have no power back on the roster right now. So who's going to get those solid 2-3 yards in the red zone?
Okay,
tight end was a position that.
But let me help you out with that a little bit. I still think it's overrated, and I stand by this. I think with the amount of plays that the 49ers had and the time they'd been together, there was going to be no red zone. If they had to do 7-2 at the end of the season last year, we're talking about 5 games, partially knowing the playbook. You got guys out, way too many guys out. There was no way that they were going to look formidable in the red zone. They did admirably with what they had and the knowledge they already had under their belt. I still say people maybe need to wait a minute on that red zone thing. A taller guy is not going to make a bigger difference as much as a guy that knows what he's doing. And when that offensive gets into sync and separation starts occurring, when you see it in the end zone and things like that, you're going to see the difference. But we'll see.
Yeah. And then the DJ Reader pick, like that kid, don't see where he plays at in the system. I mean, maybe in the slot, but K'Wan Williams played well for us last year. Was our best DB last year. So I'm not sure on that one. The Harris pick, the Marcell Harris pick, I understand it, but there was a better player on the board at that time that we should have took. Deshaun Elliott is a better player by far. Yeah. And for him to fall to the 7th round and we take Harris over him, I'm not sure on that pick either. But, I mean, all in all, it was a solid draft. They stockpiled some, I think, depth players, but I don't think any player from this draft will make an impact.
It could be. And a lot of these guys, remember, this is camp pressure. If some of those guys come through, and they push past our expectations, maybe even the coaches' expectations. This is what they were looking for. You get guys in there that are all first of all, they're outraged that they went to the 5th and 6th round, and now they got something to prove. I do believe in the chip on the shoulder athlete. We've seen too many stars that emerge from that. I'm looking for Lamar Jackson to just bust the league of pieces, like Antonio Brown years ago. It's not a bad idea sometimes to pick some of the guys that aren't ranked real high. Well, I will see on that too.
This is true. I just think like an Auden Tate or a Marcell Amen would have been good in the late rounds. I mean, just a big body receiver that can box out. I think that's something that this offense is missing, especially at the tight end position. We didn't address the tight end. I mean, Selleck is good. Gary Kittles is sometimes. I just think we got to find somebody to catch that deep ball, to catch that 50-50 ball on the deep ball.
Yeah. And also look for there's George Kittle's gonna. You remember he was a rookie. Selleck has become the crafty old pro. I want to see what Cole Hicatini looks like this year. I don't see if he makes a team or not, but we'll see. Because I got a feeling Shanahan seems to be some kind of a magician with certain players. He may know what he can work with and maybe not. Because I say, if we look at things in a traditional sense, like this guy's this and this guy's this and this guy fits this, they may not fit a thing in Shanahan's way of thinking. So this is why when he handpicks his players, I think that might be okay.
Yeah, then you look at the smaller receivers. I mean, when you look where Jimmy Garoppolo came from in New England specializes in the smaller spot receivers who get open real quick, and he can put the ball on them. So that's understandable with the smaller receivers. But at the same time, Tom Brady had his best year throwing when he had Randy Moss on the outside who can run and get those 50-50 balls.
True. But Gronkowski was the king of them all, and he's a tight end. Fam, but tell you what, we got to go. We got to go. And I tell you what, we're going to be back tomorrow for Reuben Foster's Day. We'll look for you then, huh? Okay.
Yep, I'll be here.
All right, fam. Have a great day. What's the date? What's the date today? Am I a day off? Oh yeah. Hey. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's not even the weekend yet. We'll be back tomorrow no matter what. We'll be back. Oh God, it's anxiety time tomorrow. All right. Hey, let's go to Brian from VA.
Yo, Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Brian, how you doing, man? Did this draft make you mad? Are you thinking like otherwise? What's going on, man?
All right, Ronbo, I ain't going to take too much of your time. I know you got a lot of calls coming in, man. Listen, Ronbo, I'm with this last guy, man. I'm going to tell you what I think about the draft. I was disappointed. We got an offensive tackle again. I was a big Trent Brown fan. Trent Brown, I don't understand why they want to get rid of Trent Brown. All I can come up with is he's his contract year, and the offensive lineman ain't cheap. And they probably want to save that money for other players they felt was worth the money. That's all I can come up with.
Thought about that.
That's all I can come up with. But I will say this. I believe Chicago got us. There was payback from last year. We screwed them for Solomon Thomas. They got us back. We wanted, I'm telling you, we wanted Roquan Smith. But Chicago knew, oh, we got you now. If you want to do it, you got to trade up to get that spot with us. Pay back some motherfuckers. That's what they did. I'm telling you, man. And he was like, you know what? Fuck you. We're not trading up. You guys can have a fucking. We got McGlinchey. We'll take him instead. That's what happened. I'm going to tell you, man. I'm going to tell you, Ron, but we had this conversation about what, maybe 6 months ago. No, I'm sorry, not 6 months, maybe about 2 months ago. And I said we needed to get some insurance on Reuben Foster. And I do believe they wanted some good insurance on Reuben Foster to make sure that Reuben Foster, when he did come back to play, he would stay out of trouble because we had a replacement already on the field. And Chicago stopped that. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, that was the plan.
Is that a payback
They're
move?
going to fake like they want the plan.
Yeah.
Huh?
You know, because I thought Chicago was going to take Tremaine Edmonds. So you know what?
Thank you.
I'm very confused by that because everybody said Chicago's going to take Tremaine Edmonds away from the 49ers. They took Roquan Smith. So, yeah.
Roquan Smith, he had a better football IQ. He's better. He's more polished.
Pro ready.
He ain't athletically better, but more polished as a linebacker.
Yeah.
And him and Ruben Foster would have been, oh my God, that would have been beautiful. Then, like the other Brian said, we didn't address the needs. We addressed a lot of depth. We supposed to address that pass rush the second round. That pass rush.
You know,
the Davenport, a couple of guys were still on the board, man.
Davenport, I think. Okay, you know what? They got Chris Griffin in the toe. They got Adam Peters. They got Martin Makin. I got to tell you, fam, I know they took a good look at Davenport as well as the guy from Boston. I got a feeling they passed judgment on them two dudes, and they did not see what we see. And about Trent Brown, Trent, I think, pissed Kyle off last year when he shut down, after the Chicago game. And I understand that he came in a tiny bit overweight, but I was thinking, but he doesn't have time to train. He was healing up. So, there's all kind of scenarios and narratives. I don't know which one is telling the truth, but they're giving reasons.
Anytime you got a great pass rusher like Von Miller praising him, that tells you something right there.
I agree.
Miller ain't give nobody the top unless they earn it.
I agree. You know what though? He's on the run game though. His grades aren't that high. I thought maybe they could work him into it, and finally Trent would start getting into the run game. Is imperative with Kyle. He's got to have a certain kind of athlete. That's why Gary Gay was on the roster. And did you understand that last year? Because I didn't. But then I understand what Kyle's trying to do. He's got to have a guy that can get out in space and make those plays. So I got a feeling that's why McGlinchey's with us as well.
I got one last thing. I know you got a lot of callers coming.
Go ahead.
Why did we draft that many cornerbacks, man?
We don't have any, for one thing.
We got a lot of safeties and a lot of cornerbacks. I'm like, what's going on here, man?
Brian, you don't want Tyvis out there back again, do you? And what's that other dude's name? There was two of the sorriest pickups I've ever seen. So they thought they'd get some people this year before they have to call on the phone 2-3 months from now, bringing guys in every day trying to find that one corner and that one safety that can actually play pro football. Tyvis is out of here.
We got Colbert.
Man.
Oh, man. I hope they know what they're doing. Ronbo, me personally, I'm going to let you go because I know you got other people, man. I love talking to you. I can talk to you all goddamn day. Ronbo, for real, man. I'm a bit disappointed, but like you said, man, and Cal and Lynch, we trust, man. I'm gonna go whatever they're doing, man.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
I think Garoppolo gonna offset everything anyway.
Yeah,
gonna make them look better any damn way.
Yeah, and remember, some of the guys from last year, they were gonna be hard to beat out anyway. So there's no point in bringing guys in here in the second, first, third round, and they're just really great players, and then they just get their butt beat. So they may have been looking at it that way too, because we got some guys that ain't gonna be moved. They're gonna advance from where they were last year. It's like Kyle says, I brought this roster a long way, and the holes that people are thinking, we don't really have. These guys are going to cover. So we'll see. All right, dude.
Last thing I'm going to say, Ronbo, is this. One last thing I'm going to go. Last thing I'm going to say is this, Ronbo. Let's pray and hope to God that Ruben Foster don't get in no more trouble, because we screwed ourselves, too, by not solidifying, putting no fear, no competition in the locker room. It makes him feel like he loses his job.
He'll be back. So don't worry about that. Think positive on Ruben. All right, fam. We got to go. I'll look for you tomorrow.
God bless Ronbo. Ronbo!
Thanks, Brian. Have a great night. Yeah. Hey,
right, the Rod has made it back to Rumbo Live, baby. What's going on, Rumbo?
Rod, there's a lot of people not very happy about this draft, man. But, I tell you what, I'll wait for camp. I want to see these guys in preseason so we can. And I got a feeling Rob will be saying things like, "Oh, okay, now I know what's up." See that? I got a feeling that's coming. But what are you thinking?
Well, I read an article that kind of made it make more sense to me, and I'm gonna continue to trust in the staff. It's like Shanahan said, the strategy is this. Last year, it was 3 phases for the defense. The defensive line they got, Solomon Thomas. The linebacker they got was Ruben Foster. Safety they got, You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this year was offense. He said the first one was Leganchi. The second round pick was last year from the trade. We got Garoppolo.
Yeah,
now,
true. I forgot about that.
So you know we got to look at it, man. He's getting piece by piece, just like they said, brick by brick. They not bullshit.
He's following his blueprint.
So,
yep.
We can't go by looking for attractiveness. We got to go by what fits our protocol, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And when they put it all together, we'll look back on this particular time when we was complaining and say, okay, we get it. You know, I know that's coming.
And let me say this too for everybody that's questioning all these cornerbacks, all these safeties. Look. Bottom line is this right here. First of all, you cats forgot when we first got Jimmy Ward, the thought was he could be. Well, my bad. Not when we first got him. When we kept him there, the first mindset was that he could be Earl Thomas. Okay, he's proven he's no Earl Thomas. So, as Colbert is going to be the starter, we got a safety. He need a backup. Since Tart got his extension, guess what? He need a backup. So we got backups now. These guys are getting they're getting depth, and they're getting position of need. We got we got a receiver and a cornerback that can damn run special teams. Hell, I think it was Pettis. This cat got more. He got the NCAA record in punt return for touchdown.
Oh, Dante, I ain't got nothing but high praise for Dante. I don't know why people don't see what I see in Dante. That boy, I mean, you watch him on the highlights, Rod. You see 30 feet between him and everybody that's trying to cover him. That ain't no mistake. Or by camera angles or Photoshop. That's what he does.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then our cornerback, you call his name for me, Ronbo, the guy that said he's a lockdown corner. He said people don't score on him.
Yeah. We just picked him up. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, now we got to think like this. The hope is that Richard Sherman will come back to the format. But there's always a possibility that he won't. So if he doesn't, we already got a plan in place. So let's start worrying, Empire. Let's start worrying. Let's trust these guys.
I really do, because you know what? These guys know what they're doing. That's what I'm saying. You got to stand back and just let them work and see what the end result is, and not judge too quickly. I'm looking for that guy. DJ Reed, right? Yeah,
Reed,
that's DJ Reed.
And this is the last point, Ronbo, because I'm going to let my other cats get in on the phone with you. But in addition to everything that I just told you about the strategy, the ending thing he said was this. He like, you guys on a part of the Empire want to know why we didn't go for edge rusher. Okay, look. My man said, look, man, we got Cassius Marsh, we got Armstead, we got guys in play that play.
Yeah, about defense. 5.
He said the bottom line is we have to also, in addition to bringing guys, we have to develop guys too. So the guys that we already have, we're gonna develop them. We're not gonna just keep looking for somebody new. We're gonna develop what we got and make this an empire, real empire, baby.
Yeah,
taking it back to the 80s, Ronbo.
Yeah, I'm saying. You don't want to keep throwing guys on top of a stack and have to cut them. So, you look at Eli Harrell, you look at Cassius Marsh, you look at Peter Talmapino. You go ahead and you put Solomon Thomas out there for the 3 downs. You say you're going to put him down there. You look at the Jimmy Gilbert kid. You go ahead, you picked him out in the first place. Well, now let's give him a shot. So I understand that now.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. We'll see.
I'm with you, Ronbo. If he's just going to have faith in the gap. All right, my man. You didn't give it to me when I came in, but you got to send me out the right way, dog.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I got it. I've been hollering so much the last 2 days.
Put some focus in there with it, too, now.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Rod, you know what? It's going to be better tomorrow, man. It's toe up today, man. If I look down, it looks raggedy.
I love the way you put that. I love the way you put that loop in there at the end.
Rod,
hold down, Ronbo. We catch you Monday.
All right. Hey, Satch Montgomery from Easton, PA. Don't forget the undrafted. You know, see, this is the thing. The Seahawks built, oh, God, am I going to use those words? The Seahawks built an NFC West. Oh, I'm not going to use the word dynasty. They dominated. Okay, the Seahawks dominated the NFC West with undrafted players. Guys nobody ever heard of came in and beat our butt like crazy. Doug Baldwin still is. Dang, I hated saying that. They had several more people, too. So, if they say these guys are good to go, we need to wait a minute. I think they're good to go. And it is the Nighthawk. Nighthawk!
It's a ramble.
Nighthawk, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of people that are not happy with this draft. I'm trying to wait and see what happened. But, man, what is your feeling on this?
I'm not happy, too, but like I said.
You did say...
I wanted Vita.
Oh, Vita, yeah. Vita, man, I tell you, that's... You know how that bothered me, but okay, I see what y'all did. They went and got offensive linemen to protect Jimmy G. I understand that. We already had one, like Brian mentioned, but we got another one. And I guess, I don't know what Trent did, but he pissed somebody off. He really did. I don't know what he did to who, but that wasn't about money. Something he did, they did not appreciate. So, goodbye, Trent. Good luck in New England. Man.
Yeah, but like I said, we'll find out what to do.
Yeah, man. But you know what? But Nighthawk, wait till preseason. Wait till these guys, we see them out on the field and see them play. Because remember, we got some of the best in the business and went out there and checked these dudes out. Their reputations and jobs are on the line. I mean, Adam Peters wants to get a GM job somewhere else. Martin Mayhew wants to get a job somewhere else as a GM. They can't bring no garbage to San Francisco. This is why the 49ers will dominate starting probably from this year for the next 5 years. So somebody will say, Adam Peters, there's no need for you to work for John Lynch. Come on and run your own club. I'm telling you, let's watch and see.
He'll find out. I'm just a little bit like Tampa got him now, so.
Who? Oh, Vita, yeah. Oh, that really bothers me too, Nighthawk. Maybe we can get him after his rookie contract expires.
We got to play them.
Who?
Tampa.
Yeah. Yeah, well, no. Tampa, yeah. Oh, well, we'll live. We still got DeForest Buckner, Solomon Thomas, Eric Armstead, who better do better this year because John Lynch has already says he's not renewing nobody's contract yet, not named DeForest Buckner. So we'll see.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not going to judge right now. You'll find out what happens.
I know. That's what we need to do. All right. See you tomorrow night.
No, now it's Empire. Nighthawk is out.
The Hawk is out. I like his new style. Let me check out the questions. Travis Milan says we have depth everywhere, and some guys were picked injured, so we could keep them on IR and don't have to cut our other guys yet. That's true. Shoot 559. Over, under, how many games will Foster be gone? Over 6 or under 6? I really wish I knew something about what that gun is going to do. Now, the weed is going to carry about 2 games, maybe 3 if the judge is really, or if Goodell's really pissed off. But the gun and the domestic violence, the DA says he's still pursuing this for some odd reason from what I heard. He'll be standing on an island. He's not going to get any support on that, so that case will die. Especially since they actually do have proof that the girl was in an altercation before they even got home. So, Coach says, callers, do you guys want to go to battle against wide receivers the Rams and other NFC teams have with Tyvis Powell? Boy, everybody's favorite guy, Tyvis Damn Powell. Oh, Dexter McCall. They both got smoked when they came out there trying to cover. Channing, Stribling, Don Jones. Hey, but Coach, I do want Don Jones for special teams. He's pretty good with that. I mean, really? See, this is the thing. We didn't have no depth in the secondary. That's why you see what you had. And I really do think now, maybe Isaiah Oliver was never on the list. And maybe, what's that guy's name at ESPN that had been going all year, swearing to God the 49ers were going to pick up Denzel Ward? He was right. I think he was. I think they were. They were going to, that policy of you need to be 6'1", 33-inch arms, I think they threw that right out the window. This guy, hey Lee.
Starting from the bottom, now we're here. Starting from the bottom, now all people.
Lee, there's something going on with your signal. Are you near a computer? Which usually produces that kind of sound. Yeah, hey Lee. Lee?
Yo, what up, Ronbo?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Lee. Well, Lee, your feelings as we have concluded the 2018 draft. What have the 49ers done? Have they made you mad? Have they made you feel secure? Are you still following the plan, or are you now disturbed?
I'm disturbed, Ronbo.
As many are.
No,
Go ahead, point them out.
Yeah, first, obviously watching the draft, first thought was, oh man, what are we doing? But after having a bit of time to, look at the picks and go through some of the players, I think, we've drafted some good players. There's some very questionable ones as well, like the edge rusher and the safety out of Florida. Ronbo?
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, the edge rusher and
one's
safety.
got I think a torn ACL, and one's coming back from an Achilles injury.
Yeah, I really didn't want to see ACLs and injuries again. But yeah, you're right. We got it back again. It seems Trent Baalke is, he's not the only guy who thinks that's okay.
Yeah, but, there's some good players. I think, like, even today we got, like, DJ Reed. I think he's going to be good. He'll probably compete for the slot role, Ronbo, and he's also a good kick returner, just like Pettis.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think he looks good. And also the wide receiver we drafted with our last pick.
Yeah.
Did you check him out, Ronbo?
Not thoroughly, because he just got on. But what do you think about him? Enlighten
I like
me.
him. He got injured last year, so he didn't play much. But the 2 years before that, he put up 1,300 and 1,600 yards, and he had over 100 receptions each year, Ronbo. So he had more than the number one receiver.
Oh, that's Ritchie. No, wait, I just
Ritchie
talked about.
James,
I think I was just talking about that kid. Yeah, Marcell Harris. You said out of Florida? Or Ritchie James?
No, he's the one out of Ritchie James there.
Yeah, Ritchie James out of MTSU. Yeah, aren't his stats ridiculous? I says, my God, how did he fall around 7?
I was like, man, he might be another Corbett. You know how we got Corbett in the 7th round last year? No one expected much of him. And he turned out to be a real good pick.
Right.
So, yeah, he looks good. I also like the safety, the one that we got day 2, the one that, is real quick. And he's also had a real good year, but he played at a smaller school at Southern Miss. So, yeah, there's quite a few players that look pretty good in the draft, even though, we didn't go for the big names. But I think it's exactly what some other callers have said, it's just buying into Kyle's scheme fit and into his plan of how he wants to build the team.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people thought, even with the tackle, getting rid of Brown, he's a real good pass blocker, but he doesn't have as good run blocking as McGlinchey. And that's going to really help our run game and help Kyle's offense. So, yeah.
And the bottom line right there, Lee, if without Kyle's run game, it's a catalyst for what he likes to do. If he can't run, you can actually contain Kyle Shanahan. If he can run, there exists no defense in the NFL that can stop him. We've seen that with Atlanta. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's really showed that because they didn't really go after, they didn't really value any of the pass rushers
I think probably the third round onwards, but they didn't go after really anyone, except for the guy in the fourth round. So they must be planning to go ahead with the guys that we've already got in camp, and there's a few of them there. And hopefully someone, sticks their hands up and really wins the position and plays really well and gets us some sacks next year, wherever it is.
And we got so many, Lee. And you know something else, Lee? What I think maybe the deal too. This is the second year they've played in the same defense. And Jesus Christ, how many years? 4? I mean, every year a new defense. I think they're going to be looking a lot different this year than they did last year, anyway. So I look forward to that.
Who was your favorite player that we drafted, Ronbo, apart from, say, McGlinchey?
Dante. I had him in my mock draft. I saw him on film and I says, good grief. Oh, I gotta pick this kid. It was between him and Malik. I said, I'm taking this kid, man. This kid is gonna hurt somebody's feelings. I want him first on punt return, and with the separation he gains, I know he's gonna get underrated as a receiver. But Kyle, please take a look at him. Sure enough, the 49ers picked up Dante Pettis. So, and I understand there were some other people who wanted Pettis too, from what they were saying. So, yeah, Arizona for one. So I think we did all right with Pettis.
Oh, you didn't get Vita Vea out of Washington, but you got your boy Pettis out of Washington.
Yeah, I got one Washington product, but man, Vita still hurts my feelings. I don't want to see him leave town.
Yeah,
good.
That's where, like, if you look, I think our team's gotten a lot better on the offensive side. I'm just hoping our defense, obviously our secondary's gotten better, Ronbo, but I'm hoping we can stop the run, because we've got to win our division, and you've got teams like the Rams with Gurley, and then you've also got David Johnson, the Cardinals, so we really need to stop that run. So hopefully, we don't have to worry too much because Foster will be back.
Not only that,
56.
and you know who else is great against the run? He's underrated. Nobody's got to give him any credit. People forget about Malcolm Smith. Malcolm Smith, you can throw on him all day.
Yeah,
don't run. Malcolm Smith and Reuben Foster, if you run, you will be stopped. So I'm not worried about that. But, man, please, we got to worry about Malcolm on the passing game, though. We'll see. We got Kwaski T backing him up, so maybe we'll be okay.
Even that new linebacker, Ronbo, apparently he's real good in coverage.
Yeah, that's what he does. That's why people don't like him. He's more like a safety inside of a linebacker's body. So they'll see what they do with that. All right, Lee, we're going to go, man. We're getting crowded up again. I'll look for you tomorrow. I didn't even know.
Thanks, Ronbo.
We got 2 more days, man.
Empire.
Yeah.
Later, Ronbo. Thanks.
Thank you, Lee. All right. Hey, Richie Rich.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Oh man, people are mad as hell, Richie.
Man, Ronbo, this I've been waiting to get on, and I'm gonna say this, man. Look, I'm 42, man. I've been watching these boys since I was 8 years old, Ronbo. And Bill Walsh always had a process when he did things, and I always call you heard me say this a few times with Kyle Shanahan. I call him Bill Walsh 2.0, and he always had a specific. What he wanted and what he was going to do with his teams. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Speed, more speed. And this is what this is. Excuse my language. Fuck Trent Brown. All right? Trent Brown was sloppy. He didn't put in the work. I heard the brother early talking about Trent Brown, this and that. If Trent Brown was so good and was going to be that guy that you wanted him to be, he would be here. All right? Then he talking about Roquan Smith. Oh, I knew they wanted Roquan Smith. Unless you give me facts, unless I see it on the report, I'll believe you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going with all that assuming or I guess stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't like this. Well, I tell you what, there's 31 other teams that you can root for. If you don't like what they're doing, if you don't want to go with the process, hey, partners, hey, you know what I'm saying? You can go root for the Bears, you can go root for the Seahawks, you can root for the Rams. See, I used to do this at one point in time many years ago. Oh, man, if my friend, God rest his soul, used to do that. If he's a Cowboy fan, and if the Cowboys didn't get a player that he liked, he would get upset with it. Oh, man, why they go that route? You know what I mean? And I learned, look, man, they know better than me. They get paid to do this. I can't do their job. You know what I'm saying? And it just upsets me when I see people complaining and I see on the chat people just bitching and moaning, man.
Yeah, there's some upset people. I'm with you. I think that, man, these guys these are really football guys. I kind of think they know what they're doing. They did what they
These
did
are
for
some of the
reasons.
smartest guys Ronbo put together, man. I'm not saying every player gonna pan out, because every team had players pan, but majority of these players are gonna pan out, man. They going for one thing. If you're not physical, they want physical guys, and if you ain't quick, you ain't fast, you don't got no speed, they don't need you.
Yeah,
exactly. Trent Brown was sloppy. Jimmy Ward always stay hurt, and what picks are there, Ronbo? Who picked those two, Ronbo?
Yeah, that was Trenton.
Thank you. All right then, man. They don't got no place up over here, man. It's a new regime, man. If you guys want to keep complaining, dog, hey, listen, I can't tell you how to feel. I get it. I've been there before, so I can't tell you how to feel. But come on, man, let it ride out, man. Now, 2 years, 3 years from now, and this team ain't progressing, and teams ain't going the way that we hope it will go, I get you. I can understand your frustration.
Yeah.
But now I can't buy into this frustration shit, Ronbo. I can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I tell you, as I say, I'm afraid to go up against some heavyweights in that front office. If they said that dude's a go, and they said that dude ain't a go, okay, I'll listen.
Yeah, like the pick with Kentavius Street. I heard people, and I knew it was gonna come up. I knew it was, oh man, they're going back to the Balky thing. I knew it was going to come up. That was a future pick. This kid can play. This young man can play. That NC State line, Ronbo, they grow people. The only reason why he didn't really get the love because he had to play across from Bradley Chubb. This kid can play. That was a year ahead pick. So I knew that was going to happen. I said, watch, people are going to start saying, oh man, he must be Brad Balky must be back in the building.
You're right.
Everybody's not going to be.
I see those words.
You know what I'm saying? Like John Lynch said, listen, we can't just sit up here and just say, oh well, because the guy got injured, this and that. Oh, we can't pick him. That was a future pick. That wasn't a now pick. That's for a later on pick.
I can't wait till he gets ready too. I mean, they got a film running around of him squatting 700 pounds, and guess who his biggest cheerleader was? Bradley Chubb was running all over the room screaming.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
but before
this dude's a monster.
I know you got a lot of callers. I want you to look up this one kid I was looking at. Undrafted free agent I see. He's a receiver. He's from Franklin College. His name is Dante Alexander, Ronbo.
Wait.
You're going to love his.
I think we got him as an undrafted free agent.
Ronbo, his story is good, Ronbo. He went to Franklin College. He had a nice 2 years, but what happened was his father got sick. He went home to take care of his father and his younger brother, and he had missed like a year or two of college. This kid is a character guy, and he's been productive. They said he went to his pro day. He ran a 4.36. He jumped up 37 inches. They said this kid, he's 6'2". Some teams were talking to him. Green Bay wanted him. They said some teams were talking to him about being a corner, too, because of his size and his speed. I think he can make it. I think he has what it is.
We got him. He's been invited to the minicamp tryout, and John must have got on the phone 2 minutes after the draft ended.
It's a good story. So that's all I got, Ronbo.
All right. Appreciate you, Richie. We'll be back tomorrow. All right, fam.
Yes, sir. All right, brother.
Yeah.
You have a good night now.
You too. And we go to Maurice.
Ronbo, what's happening, player?
Oh, Maurice, man, we got all kinds of things coming up. I think people are going to be smiling a little later on, but right now, boy, there's a lot of people not happy, and there's a lot of us that are going to sit patiently and wait. But Maurice, where you at on this?
Man, look, I'm glad you got the last call of Richie, man, because these are some damn fools today, man, and I'm really getting tired of them, Ronbo. I mean, according to our fans, we had 37 first-round picks.
Yeah.
You know, we drafted everybody from Derwin James, Vita Vey, Jermaine Nelson. We got all these guys in the first round, Ronbo. I mean, it's amazing to me, man. I'm going to tell you why they didn't pick up the guys that y'all thought they were going to pick up. First of all, let's start with Isaiah Oliver. Is he going to be out there covering kicks? Because if not, he's not going to be on the team.
Because he wasn't going to start. Okay, good point.
He wasn't going to start. So if you're not going to start, you're going to have to play special teams. Auden Tate, his big ass ain't going to be out there trying to cover no kicks.
You can't sit on the bench and watch because that's not your job. You're right.
That's not your job. So every team in the draft, you always come into the draft, you look, okay, you say, let's hope to get maybe 2 starters, 3 at the most. You know, you can't draft 7 starters in one draft.
True.
I mean, it's just amazing to me, man. I just can't,
And,
they really
and Maurice,
pissing
you
me
know
off.
what? You one example of just to amplify on what you said. Last year, John Lynch brought Adrian Colbert in, thinking he was going to be a special teams guy. Look what happened. We got
Made him work
hell
hard.
of a
He had to
center
work
fielder now,
hard.
don't we? Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Humble guys, they got to come in here. They got to work hard. They got to earn the team. But on the low, they still got a lot of talent.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? We got 3 potential starters in this draft. That's an A+ draft.
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand that, man. And I'm just like, you know, anybody after the 4th round, they're gonna have to play special teams.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear Malik Jackson and Josh Sweat. Can you imagine them trying to play on special teams? Ain't gonna happen.
This is such a good angle. But Maurice, you bring something to the table I wasn't even thinking about. Why bring a guy in here as he's standing next to me talking about Sweat, Hardy, let's get out there on the kickoff. What? Man, that's not
What?
I don't do that. You brought me in here to play special teams? Yeah.
Exactly.
But as it is, we got one of the best. We gonna have a hell of a special teams. Oh my Lord.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Ronbo. That's why you get Pettis in the 2nd round, because you got a hell of a special teams unit now. Do you know how many yards you can steal on special teams?
Oh, and look at the dudes we got coming down on the kickoff coverage. 4, 3,
Like them
4,
fast.
2. You add mostly, and also if they don't get rid of the kid from Michigan, Mostert, and the other kid, oh man,
Right.
you try to run past
Right.
the 15-yard line, he'll be there to meet you. Woo! I like what I do like what you. Yes, you're right.
Man, listen, man. Dante Pettis, we're going to come back from this in 2 or 3 years. Dante Pettis is going to be one of the best players in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people understand what this kid is. But they'll see. You're right, Ronbo. We got to be patient, you know. But Vita Vey, I love that kid. But the way we handle the cap room, in 3 or 4 years, they're gonna be having lunch with Shanahan and Lynch.
That'll be the day. Oh man, he's had enough training. He's had enough time in the NFL. Pay him, John. Pay him. We would want him 4 years ago. Yes, like that. All right, good stuff, Maurice. We'll be looking for you tomorrow.
Yeah, man. But I just had to. I was this close from asking for an installment, but I said I'm gonna calm down. Now,
you could have got it too, man.
You know, OG style.
Yeah.
You know.
It's all right. You know, I mean, some people, when they look at the draft, they have their players all picked out. And a lot of times people get caught up in the golden boy syndrome. But that's okay. That's normal.
Yeah.
That's what the league meant to do to you. But, you know, you got to look past that, especially if Trent Baalke's not in the front office. If you got heavyweight guys in the front office, believe in them.
Right.
Right.
See, Trent Baalke, he would have drafted a kicker in the 1st round with a torn ACL.
Or the 3rd. All right, fam.
So I'm like, man, but it is all fun, though, man. I get it. People, you know, they want the popular names and all that, but
it's
normal. Football, man. You got to get out there and play football.
You got to. And the Golden Boys aren't always the best players. So, yeah, they did the right thing. These guys look below the surface. All right, Maurice.
Right, you got to understand, man.
Right,
man. But, I'll talk to you tomorrow, Ronbo. Keep it up, man. I know you're working hard this draft, so keep it going, player.
I'm having fun with it, too. Thanks, Maurice.
All right, man.
Hey, and there's Mike. Hey, Marin County Mike. Come on in, babe.
Ronbo. Hey, listen, man. Big shout out to Richie, Rich, and Maurice there, man. You know what the problem is here? Everyone is suffering from PTSD, man, from Trent Baalke.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Trent Baalke used to go out and he used to get these names that you never heard of either, and you didn't know these guys. But the difference is these guys know what the hell they're doing.
Thank you.
I mean, it's funny. We all have our players that we wanted to see them draft. Like mine was Harold Landry. And I had to sit there and watch Harold Landry drop to the 2nd round right in front of me, and them just let him go by.
Yeah.
You know, but But the thing is I trusted the whole time because I know these guys got a plan and they know exactly what they're doing. And every time they made a draft pick, I would shoot that guy up on YouTube, whether it was Dante Pettis or whether it was Fred Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Dante Pettis, I'm watching him return kicks. I'm watching the separation, the speed, the playmaking ability. Fred Warner, I'm watching him run sideline to sideline, playing in space, making great tackles and getting it done. And, you know, and every time they moved on to another pick, I would just pull that guy up. And there's always something, man. You're looking at these receivers that they're drafting. These guys get separation. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. It's not about the size, man. These people that think you need these big red zone targets, it's not about that at all. Pettis is 6'1", but, man, again, the separation, you know, the separation. And the fact that they are upgrading their special teams, I mean, their special teams is going to be, we're going to have some great special teams as well, man.
4-3 guys, and I think we got about 3 of them, including Mostert. God, I like this.
And then DJ Reed, I like that pick a lot. I'm listening to this guy. They're confident. These guys are confident too. This guy's saying, "I'm a lockdown corner," you know. You know. And Marcell Harris, I know he had that injury, but man, I pulled up some video on him, and he is a thumper, man. That guy can hit.
And you know? And what's our big guy that likes to squat 700 pounds? Oh, I can't wait till this time next year. Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, and I gotta think that Kentavius Street is going to be a big end. I can't see him being a Leo because he's like 285 pounds.
No. Yeah, he's fast, but yeah, he needs to be in the middle. And that means, but where do you put him, though? Because I'm thinking, is it going to be the nose? Because we got DJ there. Or like you're saying, big end. Yeah, big end's probably it. You're right.
I think so, because right now at the big end, you got Eric Armstead and Ronald Blair.
Mm-hmm.
So Armstead, this is his last year of his contract, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's already been threatened, actually. So he better produce this year. Lynch made it public already. I have not thought about extending Eric Armstead or Laken Tomlinson. I said, Jesus, Trent. John, you have to go ahead and tweet that?
But, hey, man, all I can say is all the speed that they got, it's exciting to me, man. And it's refreshing, to be honest with you, because like Maurice was saying, everybody wants those names. And you know what? It's not about those names, because a lot of those names, man, they're going to, once the season starts, they're going to fall off. You're never going to hear from them again, man. So these are the guys, like you said earlier, I think, it's going to be one of those teams like the Broncos, you know, where you get these names that are coming up. Who is this guy, you know?
Yes.
And all of a sudden, you know, they'll be household names to us, but other teams are going to be like, who are these guys, you know?
That's all I could say. Man, you'd see those guys making plays, and you went. And I always said, well, how come Trent can't find guys like that? Who is that? How does Trent not know about him? And we picked before Green Bay. You know, that's what I couldn't stop saying for years. So.
Well, you know, I found those guys, but nobody else saw them. Oh, man, Trent Baalke.
I know, those days. And we'll be able to recall Trent-isms for years, you know? God.
That's it. Hey, Ronbo, I know you got a bunch of other callers that want to get on here, man, and I just want to say I appreciate you, and shout out to you.
Thanks, Mike.
And shout out to the Empire, and hey, have a great night, man.
All right, thank you, Mike. Looking forward to tomorrow, too, huh? All
right, bye.
And we go to, is that repent to Jesus? Repent. Come on in, man.
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, man, repent. Just having fun with this. And the more I think about it, the more I know that this is part of a master plan. I'm looking forward to it unfold.
All right, Ronbo. I'm going to put a big smile on your face, and I'm going to go out and say this. The 49ers, they get an A+ for their draft picks, okay? All right?
Right.
Let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
Okay? That guy Pettis, that guy's going to be an all-star, starter, Pro Bowler. Ritchie, Pro Bowler. Fred Warner, starter. Reed, starter. street starter. And the other guys, even in round 7, the wide receiver, potential starters, okay?
Ooh,
There's going to be competition, and let me tell you a couple things the Niners did that I really appreciate, is they addressed needs very quickly in a short matter of time. Trent Brown, I'm sorry, but he had to go. And you know what? The moment he got traded, I said, bye-bye. Sayonara. I don't want to know about you, player. I don't want to hear about how you're out for another 2 to 3 weeks, okay? I'm so happy to have Glynchy, all right? Another thing the Niners did that people failed to realize, they got excellent value picks with Garoppolo and Trent Brown, okay? Trent Brown, I'm sorry. I'm happy that of the trade value we got out of all people with Belichick, you know. We got extra draft picks. We moved up in the draft, you know. And as long as the Niners, Kyle Shanahan, doesn't pull, you know, multiple ACL injury draft picks in the next couple of years, this is going to be forgivable, you know. So, and I get it. When I first saw that pick, I was like, oh, no, you didn't, Kyle. What is this? Has Balky been texting you? What are you doing? You know? But we're a little traumatized. We are. You know, we're a little traumatized. You know, we saw the entire roster get jacked up. But the reality is,
you'll like that guy. If maybe you'll get a chance to work out with him. The dude is out of control, powerful, man. I mean, that clip that's going around with him squatting 700 pounds and Bradley Chubb's running around the gym screaming and yelling as the rest of the guys. I said, man, that's not human, man. He squat. It was
come on now.
And repent. He went all the way down. It wasn't one of them thigh squats, upper thigh squats. He went down and let the hips bring him back up. I said, good Lord. He had 2 spotters. I don't even know if he needed them.
Ronbo, trust me, I've been there. Very scary moments when you start hearing and feeling your back cracking, okay? You're like, what's going on here? But, you know? So, trust me, I got bad respect for someone that does 700 pounds. And that's probably why he got an ACL injury, too.
That's what I was thinking, too.
You need to calm down. You need to calm down. All right?
And he didn't even wrap his knees.
You know?
He didn't even wrap them knees.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, you got to wrap your knees. I'd have thought, man, Blake, you got to please wrap your knees, man. You're starting to tear those tendons little by little. The muscles can take it, but not that. Oh, man.
And he's probably not taking the glucosamine pills, okay?
Yeah.
Those will help rebuild your knees, you know. But Ronbo, I'm telling you right now, I was watching videos on all these guys, and I'm sorry, but there are some very, very good picks. That guy out of Missouri, man, that guy is going to be a dark horse starter, outside cornerback, man. I'm excited about him, you know. I'm excited about Pettis. I'm excited about Warner with his coverage skills, you know. So, man, as a Niner fan, honestly, I'm feeling really great about the future. And, my goodness, man, our offensive line all of a sudden looks great. So, you know.
Yeah. Isn't that the truth? The offensive line looks serious. I think Richburg went in the first round, too. That's all first-round draft picks on that offensive line.
And, Ronbo, before I go, I want to say this. I see the draft and the players we got as additional small pieces of the puzzle. Small pieces. But the big piece of the puzzle, the major piece, is Garoppolo.
Yeah.
That guy is so talented. He's so gifted that he is going to make Pettis look like an all-star Pro Bowler.
And you know
he's going to make everybody look good.
That's
oh, my goodness.
Why Pettis... Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I saw the separation you talked about in college, and articles, you know, authors are saying Pettis was already NFL ready before he even got selected in the draft, okay? And
that dude, was it Bucky from the NFL Network who gave Glynchy and the Niners a poor, C grade?
Yeah.
He said the Niners are lucky to find a wide receiver of that caliber in round 7 from Middle Tennessee State. Okay, they said that guy right there is going to surprise people.
Oh man, these
exactly.
guys.
So, I mean. Come on now.
That's Ritchie James. Repeal, we got to stop there, though. We'll continue with this tomorrow, okay?
All right, bravo, man. Good show, man. Hey, thanks for doing this the whole weekend, man. All right? That was phenomenal, man. Really appreciate it.
Pure pleasure. Appreciate it, fam. Thanks.
Much love, man. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Say hi to the kids and the wife.
I sure will.
All right, fam.
Hey,
by the way, remember, you're supposed to be training the little girls. They're supposed to be able to do the holla soon. So we're waiting for that debut.
Oh, I know. The other one is she can't quite talk all the way yet. So, she throws a mean punch, though. So I might have to show you that one.
Are you ready for that? All right, fam. Look for you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo. All right, bro.
Hey, and we go to has to be the most disappointed man in the Niner Empire, the Sheik. Sheik, come on in, Sheik. We're here for you. I love that. Sheik, I love the avatar.
Whoa!
You guys, you got to see this avatar. I'm going to have to put that up for people later. Sheik!
Ronbo!
Hey.
We are here. The hitters, the hit squad hitters.
Yeah.
What's going on, brother?
I'm just checking out everybody's observations on this 2018 draft. Sheik, as the draft ended and I seen Aitman go in the 7th round, and I knew you didn't like him anyway, but I knew he's a tall guy, and you were into the tall guy thing, and we already and I seen you get your feelings hurt when also your other guy Sutton got left, and then we go the whole draft without getting a tall guy. I said, oh whoa, I'm worried about Sheik.
Oh, right. He doesn't like tall guys, Ronbo. What's going on?
I think so. Sheik's a tall guy. Sheik, how tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
See, this is why Sheik is into the long, tall receiver, and he can't understand what is Shanahan's problem.
It's all right. You know what? Because whatever system that Kyle finally wants to have, I'm fine with it. If it works, then the pieces that he will work. Like the other players, like last year, Taylor, people didn't know too much about him, but when he came on the field, he showed up. So we got to trust this Pettis. Shout out to everybody else, Mauricio, Brian, and the other caller. Mostly it seems like we have a lot of special teamers, and you're not going to just be automatic starters. You definitely need to get a special team. And Pettis is going to be a punt return, kick return specialist until he figures out what kind of type of player he is. I like his tape. I like Pettis, but we have to see him on the field in the pro league, man.
His specialty is a return, so there won't be any disappointment there. I do want to see what he is like as a wide receiver now. His film says guy is just terrible cover. I wouldn't cover him if I was in front of my classmates and on campus, and every time they see me Monday or Tuesday, hey, Ronbo, man, how do you feel about Dante Pettis? Man, do you know what? Don't start on me, okay? I mean, the dude is just terrible to cover. I was watching that.
Yes.
He's going to be good.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's going to be good. Obviously they really liked him because he had to trade up for him, and that's the only guy they trade up for out of the many guys that everybody else, Landry, Courtney Sutton, other names, they didn't reach it. So obviously they had that trust in him. They wanted him on the board over the others. So I respect that. But a lot of Niner fans are scratching their head, but it's fine. You like
it. Remember the last time they traded up? Although, they traded up a couple of times. It was okay. I mean, we traded up for CJ and who else? We didn't trade up for Trent Taylor, did we?
No, he was a fifth round. No, we didn't trade up.
Joe Williams. I guess I need to hush on the trade ups.
Yeah, Joe Williams. and that's
Williams,
another
maybe,
thing,
he may come
Ronbo.
around
That's
this
another
year.
thing, Ronbo. What's that?
Joe Williams, he may come around this year.
Yes.
If he can just hold on to the ball.
Exactly, and that's another thing. We didn't even draft or even so far on undrafted players as a running back. I'm kind of surprised by this as well because we didn't even get anybody.
You know what though? Think about that for a minute though. What kind of running back does Kyle have now? He doesn't want anybody who's going to resemble Carlos again. You've got to know. Yeah. You've got to be able to go out there and find those holes. Maybe some of the running backs he's looking at in the draft, they don't have that kind of ability. So you don't just pull a guy just to be pulling him, right? So I think they're going to stay with what they got. They got 4 guys that do know how to find holes very well. So they're going to go ahead and run that route.
Excellent. That's cool. Well, we'll see. Like there's many guys that are not undrafted. Minks, I really like him, and Sherman.
So many.
I want him. Like I understand we got 3 D-backs, but Minks I think he's a player that we got to look at and bring in. He's a good corner. He's a corner. I'm so surprised he's not even drafted at all.
He's not the only one. There's a lot of guys that'll be going. The distribution of undrafted free agents is ridiculous this year of names that we all know.
Yeah.
Aikman just barely made it. 7th round.
Oof. Always undrafted. Luke Falk, Trez's boy.
Luke Falk, I think he made it though.
He barely made it. He was like 5-10 picks before he got undrafted. And I was like, wow.
Wow. See, it was rough this year. Man.
Yeah. Everybody was wrong, Ronbo. But honestly, all the hate that we have, a lot of Niner faithful are hating on these picks. I am as well hating. I was. But now I got to overcome and understand the process. This is the Niner way. This is what Kyle, the system, Lynch system.
This is what he envisioned. Yeah. You got to respect it for now. Sheik, we got to go. We'll be back tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, definitely. Robert, before I go, I'll make this really short and sweet.
Real quick.
Shout out to the Hitman. Everywhere that any Niner fan in the whole world, shout out to you guys. Hold it down where you guys are at. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that freaking sub for Ronbo Sports because we all found each other. This is an empire. We're not just a nation. Love you guys. Hit that like, guys. Shout out to Trez and everybody else, man. Hit
Thanks, you have a great night. It's going to be all right, man. I'm telling you. All right.
We'll be. I'm not drinking no more, Ronbo. I'm good. I'm
good. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. And hey, shout out to Izzy St. Croix. Izzy, I hope I'm not butchering your name. He says we're not trying to make popular picks. And the popular he put in all caps. We're trying to make good picks. More caps on the good. And also smart teams succeed mainly off of other teams' mistakes. Ooh. Kyle and John shine in this area. The empire will shine. There you go. Yeah. Hey, Dino.
What's up, Ronbo?
Dino, man, I'm telling you, it's looking rosy, man. After last year, I don't feel no strain, pain, or anxiety. I'm fine. How you feeling?
Man, I feel good. At first, man, since we've been talking, man, I wanted Tremaine Edmonds. I've been wanting him, man. I always say Tremaine Edmonds, but I understand the pick, man. I understand we basically built a wall, this offseason. You know what I'm saying? We got to protect that 137 million investment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm cool with that. We built that wall for Jimmy G. Our offensive line is a wall now. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna give Jimmy G all the time in the world to do what he got to do.
See the way he look.
Right. You see the way he looked. He made Kendrick and Taylor look this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about Pettis. That's what I'm excited about.
I know.
Pettis,
see,
man.
I don't know why people don't. I always wondered why people's upset when Pettis' name came up. I felt like a fool. I thought I was by myself. I said, what's wrong with Pettis? I had him in my mock,
Yeah, he's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be one of the future receivers on the team.
Yeah. Dude.
I think so, you know what I'm saying?
And he likes contact. People say, oh, he's too light. No, Pettis likes contact. So I'm looking forward to this.
And then, you know, dude, what's his name? Fred Warner. I was watching some tape on him, man. I like him. I like that dude.
See, and that's all you gotta do is look at the tapes.
Him with Malcolm Smith and Foster. I'm cool with that. I just think he reminded me of like the way he's in coverage. You know, Patrick Willis was really good in coverage as a linebacker.
Yeah,
he was good and so if we can have that same element with Foster and then Malcolm Smith, you know, they gonna stop that run, and then you know you got Warner for that coverage. Man, it's gonna be nice. That middle's gonna be nice.
Remember how Patrick used to treat Jimmy Graham? Boy, Jimmy Graham did not do nothing against the 49ers. And people don't know. That's because Willis was on that butt.
Look, they got Dominique Kinsu and all them to counter Jimmy G, but we got, you know, we just built that wall for them. They're going to be so frustrated when they try to come up in here, but we done built the Great Wall of China for them. They're not going to come in here, man. And Jimmy G getting rid of that ball so quick. And Pettis and Garcon's going to be right there catching his stride. We ain't going to need no red zone threat because they're going to catch in his stride and take it to the house.
And there's that too. Why be caught up in the red zone all day long anyway?
Yeah.
Good point, Dino. Yes.
So, you know, then I just stab, but what's the boy name that's squatting at 700 pounds?
Street.
Street. Oh my God, man, he's a monster.
Kentavius.
I think this year, man, we drafted speed and monsters. Like, you know, the first round pick, what's his name, McClellan or whatever.
But
he's a monster.
Yeah,
he's a dude squatting at 700 pounds. He's a monster. Another dude who was to do run at 4.3.
Is that that was the guy we got yesterday? Oh God, yeah. These guys' names. I'm gonna lose them. I should keep them all down.
I lost them, but I was like, you know, I was kind of pissed off, man, because Tremaine Edwards was on the board and we went and we didn't take him. So I was like, man, I was like, man, why didn't we get him? Like, he was wonderful. But I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with it. I just like I want to see Jimmy G, man, get rid of that ball so quick. I just want to see how frustrated Sue and them get.
See?
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. That's and Dante. That's the. I'm going now. You're Dante. You know, that's the thing. Kyle his brilliance is killing me. First of all, he's got a guy that can get rid of the ball within a second. Now he's got nothing but quick receivers out there to frustrate any defense. This is his dream team. This is the kind of team he's probably been wanting to build for years. He's came into situations where they only had so much talent. He worked with, he did a good job. But now Kyle envisions what he knows will be effective. He's got a quarterback get rid of the ball within a split second. He's got receivers going to be open for him within a split second as well. He just throws that ball to a spot. Boom, gone.
Okay, what people gotta realize is for the fans too, the 49er fans. I'm talking to y'all too, man. Look, what people gotta realize is that, man, we could have hit reset. I was good with how our team was when the season ended, man. When Jimmy G came, that was a turning point. Like, we had a real team. We had a good team already. We just didn't have a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the stuff that people think we needed, we really didn't need. You know what I'm saying? And we just needed to tweak it a little bit. Like, don't forget about Atachu, man. Like, that guy can play.
I keep forgetting about him.
Forget about Atachu, man. He gonna be attacking that quarterback. So I want to see Armstead step it up, and I want to see I think Solomon step it up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, our defense with Warner and Michael Smith and Foster. You know, with Colbert in them back there, or Sherman and Weatherspoon, man, we gonna be nice, man.
Tell you, man. Nice. Hey, and Dino, we got two players that could take the 49ers to 14-2 records if they just don't get hurt. You mentioned Atachu, that's one. The other guy is the offensive lineman Jonathan Cooper. If Cooper doesn't get hurt,
Cooper, Rinsberg, we got Staley still. And Trent Brown, you know, I knew as soon as that first draft pick was in, I knew he was out of town. I was like, Trent's out of here. You know what I'm saying? Trent Brown, we don't do no Trents over here.
We got still one left. But you know what? This guy, McGlinchey. You know what McGlinchey said? I'm sorry, go ahead. I missed it.
No, I said Trent Taylor. I said Trent Taylor's cool, though, man. I like Trent Taylor. That's the story for all y'all people talking about we need a big body dude. Look at Trent Taylor, man. Look how he played. And that's what a garbage offensive line.
Yeah.
Just look what to do now, man.
True. So true. It's about route running, not muscle guys.
I kind of wish we got to see what Carlos Hyde. I kind of wish we got to see what Carlos Hyde could do with this line we got now.
Yeah, good point. Carlos has issues with the wrong hole. Maybe he would have corrected that though. With these guys, you got a good point there though. So we'll see what it looks like in Cleveland. Maybe it was our line or Cleveland, or will Carlos improve? We're gonna see. All right, Dino.
All right, Ronbo, 49er game, man. Hey, y'all stop hating on the draft picks, man. We wasn't patching no holes, man. We were just tweaking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stop tripping, man. Go to sleep. Sleep at night.
Dino! All right. Oh, man. That was Tavarius Moore. I can't wait to see them dudes coming down, Phil. Oh, man. Special teams until they start earning his job. Hey, it's Hawkhater TV. Hawkhater. Yeah, Dolby Clock taps JD, man. JD, I'm going to get back and make some comments, man. You kill me. But JD, what are you feeling like right now?
Man, Ronbo, you know, I feel overall, and, you know, I'm going to be the unpopular opinion.
It's okay.
Anticlimactic draft. I feel like going into this whole draft, a lot of us had guys that we felt were really good scheme fits. You know, a lot of the people that come on your show, Ronbo, a lot of people in the chat, whatever, we all kind of got set with guys that we kind of fell in love with heading into the draft. And, you know, there was guys that were available when we picked and we passed on them. Isaiah Oliver, for instance. You know, there was a lot of guys that we just felt were really good scheme fits. And this team kind of went completely just off the board. And, you know, like, for instance, the Mike McGlinchey pick. One pick before, Roquan got picked. So you know that I was not a happy
burning.
With the McGlinchey pick at the time, we still had Trent Brown. I didn't know what was going on, and I was already angry that, you know, we didn't get Roquan. So if anybody watched my reaction videos on my YouTube channel, you saw that I was not a happy camper for that.
Check out, it's Hawk Hater TV. You'll love it. Hawk Hater does not hold back his emotions.
I really don't, man. I am not afraid to be critical of this team. But I'll say this. Now that the draft is concluded, I kind of see what they did. They gave Kyle a few weapons, a few toys early on, and then we went, you know, defense for a while. And then we closed out the draft with what was actually my favorite pick out of the entire draft, and that was Ritchie James, the receiver out of middle.
His stats are ridiculous, JD. Who knew?
You know, I watch him. I watch him, and he's a smaller guy, but he's physical, and he is not afraid to get his nose dirty. He's a good route runner. He's excellent after the catch. I mean, honestly, he reminds me of Steve Smith Sr. I like Ritchie James. I wouldn't be surprised if he is the best player.
Somebody's going to lose a job due to this kid, though. Who's going to have to lose a job? Because I got a feeling you're right. Ritchie James is going to take somebody's job. That's a Jimmy G receiver, up, down, sideways, and every which way.
Yep. He's going to make the roster. I mean, you're going to look at our receivers. It's going to be Garcon, Goodwin, Trent Taylor, Kendrick Bourne, Pettis, and Ritchie James. Those are going to be the six when we head into the year.
God, so many great receivers and they fit the profile. You know, it's not about being long and tall and being able to outleap the defense. These guys are going to be so open; it's going to be ridiculous.
And you know, when we picked Dante Pettis, I was scratching my head. I know a lot of people have been critical of that pick. I know you liked him, but when we made that pick, I was skeptical at first. I was thinking, man, we traded up like that to go and get a guy that, you know, we probably could have gotten where we were at pick 59 or in the third round.
True.
But I'll say this. Kyle knew that he wanted him, so he went and got him. And that kind of convinced execution, that kind of go get it out of Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, that's got to speak volumes of Dante Pettis himself. So he's a great route runner. He's an excellent returner. We know that. But I think the problem that a lot of Niner fans had was that he was just picked a little bit early. But this draft was weird overall.
That really pissed people off.
And this draft was really weird overall. I mean, you saw guys falling way late. I mean, look at Equinemius St. Brown and Auden Tate and guys like that.
Look at Gleese. I mean, one of the premier running backs. He has the weight.
Yep. This draft actually went completely opposite and sideways and upside down from what everybody else thought. I mean, you can throw the mock drafts and all the experts out the window when the draft comes, and this draft was a big example of that. It was crazy.
Orlando Brown. Didn't Orlando Brown have to wait until the second round as well, or was it the third?
I believe it was the third round.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Third round.
Yeah.
And I says, wow, we could have had Orlando Brown.
Look at Holton Hill, the Holton Hill, the corner out of Texas. He went as an undrafted free agent, and he was projected to be like a fourth-round pick.
See? But he has issues off the field, and if anything, GMs are now getting scared of guys that got any. I can't believe Arden Key's going to be in Oakland because I don't know how long he's going to be in Oakland. 3, 6 weeks?
Right.
You know? You got to be careful with some of these guys.
Yeah. One pick that stood out to me was Antonio Callaway, the receiver out of Florida, getting picked up by the Browns in the 4th round. I liked him a lot, and if he didn't have any off-field issues, I feel like that would have been a guy Kyle Shanahan would have targeted. But this draft went completely just different than what I expected and what a lot of people expected. We took a couple guys coming off injuries, which, coming off the Trent Baalke years, that's got to rub Niner fans the wrong way. I know it did with me. You guys watched my reaction videos. I wasn't happy.
It's a residual effect. JD, we're you know what? We're gonna start next year. We're gonna sit back and relax because, like you say, we're still haunted. It's like a scarring. We can't get over what Trent did year after year. So we're not again. We got to get over that.
Yeah, but Ronbo, I'll let you go on to your other callers and video people, man. I just want to come on here and say thanks for all the coverage you've been doing, and I want to let all the Niner fans know one thing. Ritchie James, remember the name Ritchie James, people. He's going to be a baller.
There he is, Ritchie James being endorsed by JD. Otherwise, those Hawkhater TV. Go over there and check. You're going to love it. JD's going to go through all the picks and give you his feelings immediately without saying a word. And when he does say a word, you already know how he's feeling. JD, have a great night. We'll look for you later.
Thanks, Ronbo. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, fam. Let us go ahead and say it's area code's 530. Hello, 530.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, and what is your name?
Hey, my name's Albert.
Albert? Hey, Albert. Come on in, Albert. We're talking and discussing the pros, cons, pluses, and minuses. Was it good? Was it bad draft? What do you think?
You know what? I think it was pretty good overall. I think that most fans a lot of my friends too over here kind of seemed a little bit bummed out just because they're not the big names. But the thing is I think that all the Niner fans need to start getting used to it because we're going to start picking non-name, big-name people coming up soon.
Yep, I like that. Yeah, hungry guys that are coming in with something to prove. I kind of like that edge.
Well, the thing is we're not going to be picking high in the draft anymore. So
and that
like
too.
You said earlier.
And that too. Yeah. There it is, Albert, putting the underline, the exclamation point on all of what just happened. Good shot, Albert. Like that.
Exactly. So unless you made a point earlier about that, I think it was last night on your show, you said that, unless you're watching college ball, you're not going to know the names of these guys. So, I mean, Niner fans better start watching a lot more college ball if they want to know the names.
Oh, another good point. Because, we're subjected to what the NFL promo machine does to us at this right around this year. And it glorifies some of those names. Albert, and we got to do a trivia on this. how many players from last year that were just, last 2 years, who were just blown up bigger than life? How late in the season do we still remember their names?
Exactly. So, but, you know, the first caller, I think, too, I kind of wanted to touch on that, too. You know, he was saying something about we didn't get better, you know, in the red zone. But, you know, getting rid of Carlos was a good running back, but, you know, picking up McKinnon, that right there improved us in the red zone. You know, it's not just about receivers, too, you know.
True.
And getting McGlinchey, you know, getting Cooper, that's going to create lanes right there in the red zone. So we've gotten better than when we were last year, which is actually pretty scary.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you, the Rams, I can't wait to play them. Everybody's giving the Rams, they've anointed them the NFC champs. Hell, they put them in the Super Bowl. The NFC finals should be the Rams and whomever. I said, wow. So we can all just quit?
Exactly.
There's no need in playing? Wow.
Exactly. Yep. It's going to be scary, you know. So these picks, honestly, are either to replace people who are going to be on the bubble, you know, Armstead possibly, you know, or they're going to be replacements in case of injuries or, you know, so rotational picks just to keep us nice and fresh like what Philly did. So,
yeah.
Overall, I feel like we've gotten a lot better, you know, on all three phases, you know, in the worst case on special teams. Well, probably the best special teams in the league.
I know. Oh, God, yes. What a bunch of super athletes that are trying to break the rotation, but still, they're going to get plenty of work. Well, maybe not. Bradley Pinion must have got tired sitting down that last 5 games. I think they had to wake him up a couple of times. Bradley, you're on. Exactly. Jimmy G keeps the offense out there all day, Albert. I love it.
Exactly. All right, well, I'll just let you get back to your calls. I'm a first-time caller.
Appreciate you.
From Northern California. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, Al.
All right,
Be looking for you later, man. All right. Have a good evening.
All right.
Yeah, I was making good points there, man. I did. Well, everybody else, like, it's just certain things you did. Sterling.
Ronbo, how you doing tonight, sir?
Hey, Sterling, man, I'm feeling great, man. And after having these conversations, I've realized whatever questions I had, we kind of made you think. I've answered them all. I have no fear about this draft. But what do you think, Sterling?
I think it was a great draft, actually, because I'm not upset at the Niners. I'm upset at these fans because the Niners actually had a list of everybody that they were interested in. It was like 60, 70 players. So if you're a fan like I am, I look and check and do my homework. And everybody they drafted, and even the undrafted free agents, they were on their watch list. So come on, fellas. Come on, Niner fans. Come on, Niner Empire. What y'all doing?
Those are not random picks.
So
I agree.
No, they drafted playmakers from your boy Richie in the 7th round, and my baller in the other 7th round, which is Jullian Taylor from Temple, a defensive lineman. Y'all do y'all homework. Do y'all homework. McGlinchey gonna roll on the right tackle by Trent Brown. I appreciate it, just like the other caller said. But like I say, you still got our boy on the left-hand side, Staley, for 2 more years. They can draft another left tackle next year, the year after that for left. We got a good line. We're going to be all right. Even Pettis, y'all talking about, oh, he's a slot, this and that. Did y'all watch any games? I'm Inglewood, California. I'm Pac-10 guy. Pac-12 guy.
So you know.
Yeah. So I admit they jumped up. It surprised me. But he was still a great player. He's not a slot. You look at his highlights, he killing on punt return, and when you see his highlight of a receiver, it's not no slot shit. He killing cats down the field. What y'all talking about?
He can draw double coverage.
Ain't that what y'all wanting?
Exactly.
Man, come on now. Y'all need to stop that shit. Come on now. So anyway, even my boy Moore in the 3rd round, y'all talking about we don't need another safety. Dude, can y'all see the bigger picture? He is a 6'2", thin, fast, possibly a corner, right, fellas?
Oh, absolutely.
Long arms.
Man.
He don't have to play safety. He's thin. He's thin. Come on, man. I'm a Niner fan. Y'all need to do y'all homework. Y'all get y'all ass off y'all shoulders. Y'all supposed to be fans. Do y'all own homework. They put it out there for y'all. Y'all got Instagram, what's that, Twitter? They tell y'all.
Facebook.
They tell y'all who they looking at. Facebook. They tell y'all who they interested in. Even your boy, the undrafted free agent, DeWelly, the tight end from San Diego, not San Diego State, San Diego University in the blue and white, balling. He's another Kittle clone. Do your homework. Come on now. Come on now. Even the other young man that they got done drafted free agent, the wide receiver 6'2". Y'all want the big wide receiver right there. You go. Y'all do your homework, man. We good. And don't get me on Fred Warner. Don't get me on Warner. Come on, Rob. I know I'm going off, but y'all kind of upset me, y'all Niner fans. Come on now. Fred Warner is a baller. He's a baller in linebacker.
Closes on that
anyway,
ball.
I know I'm going on and on
speed.
because, man, come on now. Y'all need to stop. They drafted playmakers. They drafted people that they like and love, fit the system, and that can make a difference. Y'all got to look at just because it's a big name don't mean it's going to pop.
See, that's what they. So I'm looking here. I'm Tavares McFadden. We just picked him up as a UDFA. How do you pick up?
Thank you, and that's where he belongs, a UDFA, because he'll come in. He's still a tall dude. He had his issues too, but there's still another 6'2" long arm cornerback. And y'all was talking big about him, and we still got him. But after the draft, thank you, thank you.
But you know what? You bring up another great point too. Did nobody else want him either? Not in the draft.
Man,
see, we got some strange things. 6'2".
Hey, come on, Niner Empire. What y'all talking about? Do y'all homework. I'm gonna keep saying it. Y'all piss me off. Do y'all due diligence.
That's a good point.
Okay,
before you start complaining about players, check them out first. Good point. Yes, indeed, Sterling.
Man,
yes, excellent
come
point.
on now. So when the season roll around, just let them get in there and get acclimated. See how they fit in the system.
Yeah.
Come on now.
That's
now y'all don't have no faith. Y'all just figure out like all these top 30 players that's projected to go first round. You're not gonna get, like the coach said, you're not gonna get all of them. Anyway, all them big names, you're not gonna. What's the chance of you getting them anyway?
That's it. And Sterling, some of these names are going to be seen at the end of the deadline, the cut list. Some of them are going to continue to not be playing football. You know, this is the heartbreaking thing. When people think they got it all figured out, and the dude is like looking for a job afterward. Mm-hmm. So that's the way it works.
And then like I just want to hear, like I say, so we talking about the draft. Even the young man that they drafted from the Gators, he had an injury, but he was a playmaker. Let them get back. Okay, I know what happened in the past. That was the past, gentlemen.
Scary, man.
Now
too.
he's still a playmaker, and even our boy from NC State, he was part of the Red Helmet Gangsters out there in North Carolina State with your boy, with your boy out there. What's the name that got drafted by Denver, number 5, the end that went to Denver. He was playing with them and the other 2 Red Helmet Gangsters on the inside. They had a fierce line. He the one that got the little.
Yeah, Bradley Chubb.
He played with Bradley Chubb on that awesome defensive line that they had.
Yeah.
But oh boy, he hurt himself. He hurt himself about a month ago going to work out with the Giants. Let the boy come in and just do his thing. Let him get healthy. Yeah. You see squad 700, but look at his tape. He a big end. Y'all do y'all homework, Niner fans.
There it is, the word. Sterling, we got to stop. But there it is. Sterling putting the word out there. Before you complain about a player, please go check him out, and then we'll complain. That's a good point, Sterling. All right.
Can I just say, Jullian Taylor, 7th-round draft pick, defensive lineman at Temple. Do your homework. Ronbo, can I get that chat before I get out of here?
You know, let me see if I can get it up. You know, it's been the chat, the screen got a little weak. Let me see if I got it now. I've been warming up here. No, it ain't ready. It ain't ready. You know what? Sterling, tomorrow it should be healed up and ready to roll.
It's all good. It's Niner Empire all day long. Y'all have a good night.
All right, fam. Appreciate you, Sterling. That's good stuff, man. Oh, and there's Kenny up in the great Northwest The 49ers go into the playoffs 13-3 by way of Jimmy G. The Empire strikes back. Mike Espinoza puts out that info. We just signed McFadden, cornerback, FSU. What if we would have got or wasted a draft pick on him? I know some people say we wasted draft picks on a whole lot of dudes, but at least this was somebody within the 49er Empire radar that people were looking at. I don't know. I guess the 49ers were too, but as soon as they seen his name, call him now. So, you know. Is that Joey? Joey Mahoney. You can do anything. I can't holler, but I can sing, right? Joey, Joey, go ahead, man. What is up?
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
Joey, turn it up. That's right. The world ain't all rainbows and sunshine. That's right.
Keep moving.
Ronbo.
That was pretty funny, Joey. What was that from? I can't remember where I heard that.
It's Stallone.
Yes.
I don't know what movie it is.
Wasn't that one of his Rocky movies?
Maybe.
Because it wasn't Rambo, because Rambo's all blood and guts. But Rocky movies had a lot of education going on and passages like that. But Joey, how are you feeling about the draft? I mean, I know the hit squad is not happy tonight, and I know you're a member.
The hit squad is not happy.
Oh man! Well, what do you think?
Oh man, I mean, I try to keep an open mind. You know, I try to give the benefit of the doubt. My personal opinion is, I'm not going to bash any of the players until I see what they can do on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If that's who John and Kyle want, then let's get it. But when their names first got called, I gotta tell you, I wasn't happy. They did pass on a lot of talent. In the second round, there was still Christian Kirk was on the board. There was still Isaiah Oliver was still on the board. He passed on Arden Key about 2 or 3 different times. Yeah, Darius Geis fall all the way to 59. So I mean, there were a lot of players.
But you know what's really funny about Geis? A lot of people passed on him, and there's some kind of an investigation going on with Darius. I don't know what it is, but I remember Mike Mayock saying it's not only going to be embarrassing for Darius, but it's going to be embarrassing for the team he gets on as well. So the jury is going to call Darius in.
You know the report, right?
No, I haven't heard it yet. What is it?
You know the report. You never heard this?
No, I just heard Mike Mayock. He wouldn't tell you what it was, but that was yesterday. I didn't watch it all today. What was it?
Well, I mean, it's that forgive bad. My language here, but yeah, it's that bad. It's
okay. Well, I'll read about it.
Well, one of them was asked. Someone asked him if your mom was a prostitute. That was
I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they asked him if he was a fag.
That's right. Do you like? Yeah, I remember that one. But why would you investigate that?
I don't know, but I think that had a lot to do with why people didn't want him.
Wow.
I think that had a lot to do with it. Because look at what happened to Michael Sam, right? I mean, he was one of the best linebackers coming out of the draft. 4 or 5 years ago, whatever, or 3 years ago, whatever it was, and then everyone passed on him. But he would have been a first-round talent.
Right, but they didn't investigate him any further than that. I mean, he came out and let everybody know right from the gate. Right. So, guys, apparently, if he's having to be investigated, he was hiding something. So it has to be beyond that, though. I mean, that your mom did what she did, that should not reflect on you. His sexual preference is something probably the NFL should stop making it their business anyway. So, these are things that are politically incorrect. So if he broke a law or something, that's another story. We'll see what that goes next. So
I do like that receiver we picked up at the in the 7th round, I think it was, Ritchie James. I do like.
Everybody's talking about Ritchie James, man. That dude's yardage. Yeah. He's a smaller guy. Is that Antonio, the second coming of AT or AB? Man.
What's your thought on Pettis, man? Because I was not.
Oh, I love Pettis, man.
But
I had him in my mock. You remember I watched the film. I didn't know anything about him until 2 weeks ago, and I saw him zooming around the field. First of all, his kickoff return is ridiculous, and then I seen him running routes. I said, "Wait a minute, how come are all those cornerbacks that bad, or is Pettis just one of them dudes?" I watched a few games. Wait a minute, that's him. Yeah. So I want to see him, what he looks like with the 49ers. So, I think he's awesome.
Yeah. The only thing that I did not like, though, was we didn't address pass rush. I mean, the first pass rusher that we addressed was a guy who came off of a torn ACL at the combine. I mean, that's not.
No. He's 20. Which one?
He tore his ACL at the combine. The guy who bench pressed 700 pounds.
No, he's not. He wasn't going to come off the edge anyway. You're talking about Kentavius. Kentavius, yeah. He wasn't going to come off the edge anyway. They were going to put him on the interior, I'm sure. Because from what I understand about him, he's not good at bending around corners. But straight ahead, it's like trying to stop a truck. So, he'll be back next year. We'll see. Because look, Earl Mitchell in the middle.
We didn't no linebackers either.
Well, we got Fred.
Fred who? Fred Flintstone? That guy?
Fred Warner. You don't like Fred Warner?
Fred Flintstone? Oh, man, that's horrible.
They got value picks for what they want. And they want speed, Joey. The 49ers are definitely serious about fast and furious. On offense, you're going to really appreciate it. Now, on defense, I imagine you get somewhat of the same effect. We're going to see. Because remember, the Hawks were they were just quick. You couldn't do damn thing left, right. Their lateral pursuit was ridiculous. I want to see this unfold. They've got a plan. Well, I want to see what it looks like. Yeah. So.
All right. Well,
hey, Joey. I'm going to tell you what, I'll look for you tomorrow.
All right, brother.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
Buddy. Have a great night.
Thanks, Joey. Yeah. All right. Let us go to area code 202. Hello.
Yo.
Hey, and who is this?
What's up, man? This is B-Man, Delray, VA, man. Die hard Niner fan. I just got turned on to you. Man. I've been loving everything I've been hearing from you, man.
Oh, well, thanks, fam. Hey, you know what? Let me. What is that name again? What?
B-Man, B-M-A-N-N.
Oh, B-Man, B-M-A-N-N.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I got the B-Man. All right.
Yeah, fam. I'm gonna get all the other stuff together tomorrow, man. The app and everything.
Yeah, cool.
But so I can do the video chat and everything.
All right, looking forward to that because we'll be on the radio too.
Let me touch on a couple of things.
Jump on in there.
Now, first of all, let's start from the jump. When they got the team, they did a complete roster turnover to get the guys in there he wanted to get in there, right?
Yep.
Then he turned around, he filled in a couple of spots, and then he rolled with it. We got lucky and got Richie. He shed some light on a couple of things that turned on. We got guys healthy. And then we ain't look as bad as we was looking. Okay, so that speeded up the process.
Mm-hmm.
It speeded up the process. Okay, so we go into free agency. The John Lynch and Kyle told us specifically, see, people forget to hear this, man. They don't listen too good. He told us specifically that the scouts sit down with Kyle and go directly to what he wants for each specific position. He told you when he got Hughes checked, the fullback, he don't care about what they pay him or where they get him. If that's the guy he wants, they go get him. You okay? So when they did, after this season was over and he went into free agency, they said coming out of free agency, we targeted the people that we wanted to target to fill in the spots we needed to fill in. So when we go into the draft, we could pick the best development people. He said that. Mm-hmm. So I knew off the top when we went into it, we wasn't going to be tripping off of the edge and all that because that's what he got to touch you for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then they had PDT and they had a few other people they still wanted to try out. Armstead, they still had people they wanted to do that with.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I really would have wanted another monster in the middle because you don't really need the outside pass rush. You need the middle pass rush. Those 2 Super Bowls Tom Brady just lost, the Giants and the Eagles. It was the pass rush up the middle so the quarterback cannot step up in the pocket. The tackle's already taught to watch can watch the defensive ends around the corner. So you need that pass rush up the middle. But we got Dave from the Jaguars last year. We got Buckner. We all right. We all right now. You know what I'm saying? But as far as this draft right here, right? He went into the draft. Now he went into the draft with a luxury. He didn't even. He got what he really wanted. You know what I'm saying? And the first 3 picks he got gonna be starters. Period. The tackle already started. The linebacker's gonna start. And the dude you love, the wide receiver. I don't know what these people are seeing. This guy is a 4-down player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When do you hear that all the time? He's a 4-down player. They already said he can play all the wide receiver spots.
And runs all the route tree.
He's the number one. You know what I'm saying? He's the number 1 guy in the nation every turn. So I'm trying to figure out why were they mad that they traded up to get him. You know why? Because Cal said that's the guy I want, and they said, well, let's go get him. Yeah. That's what happened.
And
I'm trying to figure out what are these Niners talking about? We all supposed to be fans. We all running around talking about we love the process, but now they jumping out the window.
Suddenly we don't like the process, right?
Right. I'm trying to say all last year, we need to get the offensive line together. We need to get that's all they did the whole offseason. Now all of a sudden, oh, we should have got this guy. That. Like, come on, man. They know exactly what they want for each position. Look at the Patriots. Who's the Patriots' big receiver that's the red zone threat besides the tight end?
Gronk, I know.
Everybody on the team 5'5".
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's the same model. Speed kill. Speed kill. How do and everybody want to reflect on the Rams? Okay. He done made Aaron Donald and them obsolete because first of all, Cal he young get the ball out too fast for them to even make a difference.
Okay.
And then on top of that, you got the small receivers. They all over the place. Who gonna stick them? You got too old. You got Mark Peters. He big. Yeah. I mean, he's a nice sized guy, and Young is too slow.
Yeah.
For those, that's who they gonna stick. That's what I'm trying to figure all this out. And then on top of this, what they need to realize about Trent Brown. Yeah, Trent Brown was an all right pass protector. He was a good value for the draft pick we got him at. But the man ain't had the desire to play the game. He kept coming in overweight. He didn't have a passion for the game, and then he was hurt, and he came in, take care of his body after that. You know what I'm saying? So Cal was done with him, man. You know what I'm saying? He got the guy he wanted because Cal's offense is predicated off the play action, off the run. You understand? It's off the run. And then guess what all these fast receivers just did? Open up the game for McKinnon.
Yes, it is. That's what I was hoping you'd touch on. Now you make Jared McKinnon. Yeah. And see, you know what? I got a feeling.
All those swing passes in the flat and all that, the screen passes, it's all over. I keep hearing people say, oh, we got to play them. No, they got to play us.
Thank you. That's the thing.
They got to play us. They got to
how the Rams going to adjust? Because they didn't.
They got to play us, man. We ain't worried about playing them. They got to play us, man.
There you go. And they don't have any real plan.
Where the faithful at, man? Come on, man. What you want to talk about? Okay, Vita Vea. I was in the same camp with you. I wanted Vita Vea because I wanted that pass. I wanted that rush up the middle to open up Buckner. But it was, if you think about it, they had a guy they went and looked at during the summer. Some big lineman, he supposed to have been like 3-something, like a dancing bear from a small school. Yeah. I'm sure I can't even remember his name, but I'm going to find out who he is. They might go and got him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, these guys scouring the whole country, man. They know exactly what they want because they know exactly what Cal wants for each position, man. Good. I wanted an athletic tight end. I wanted another tight end. I didn't want a big receiver. I wanted another tight end.
See, we are on the same page.
In the red zone.
Stop with the receiver and get a tight end.
I just heard the other caller. Yeah, I just heard the other caller say they picked up the receiver, the tight end from San Diego State. You know what I'm saying? So, San Diego. So, I'm telling you, they know exactly what they want to do. We didn't need no running back. He picked up Breida on undrafted. Yeah. He got Breida undrafted.
They got another one, too.
They keep sleeping on Joe. Keep sleeping on Joe. Hey, look.
We got to stop.
When they drafted McKinnon, hey, look, I'm going to give you this and I'm gone, and I'm going to catch you. Look, when they drafted, when we signed McKinnon, what did Joe put out? He ain't like that. He didn't like that at all. You know what I'm saying? So the only reason Joe wasn't playing this season because he couldn't hold on to the ball. I guarantee you're going to be a madman next year.
Joe Williams?
And
I can't wait to see what he looks like.
Yeah, he gonna be a madman next year. He gonna be a madman next year. I love the show, man. I'm gonna be in touch with you, brother.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, man. I'll be looking for you too. All right. Have a great night. I mean, some people are just making so much sense. You know, you just first of all, you got to go research some of these guys before you condemn them. You got to know that they've had long talks with Kyle Shanahan. The scouts went out there with a master plan. And also, you know what I really enjoyed? We ain't got to make no adjustment for the Rams now. Oh, no. The Rams made it easy for the 49ers to make a plan because they exposed who they have and how they're going to do. Kyle's already neutralized that front line. And that secondary, who they going to cover? Oh, I can't wait till this season unfolds. Hey, Jamar Walton, Fast and Furious. Catch him. Trust the 49ers. I love the fact that we are protecting Jimmy G. That's all I want in this draft. Free agency. Thanks for the love, kid. Catch him. Seriously, as you watch this team form into, I mean, they're going to look like Optimus Prime when it gets to boom. I am the San Francisco 49ers. To all the Autobots out there, you'll find us here protecting Earth against the Decepticons. Or in this case, protecting San Francisco from the Raiders and the Rams. Yeah! California's best. Get out of here. Hey, let's go to the best there is. The best there ever was, the best there ever will be. He hails from Florida. He is Mike Hitman Hart. Micah, come on in here, man. Whew. Well, I got to stop. I almost lost me on that one. What's up, Mike?
Man, I'm feeling good listening to some Zapp and Roger, low bounce to the ounce. That's how I'm feeling.
Tell you, man, it's a fun day, man. Because I'm glad we got together today, man. Because a lot of people, Mike, is running around depressed. I'm feeling good. I was feeling good before I came in here. I'm feeling way better now. Some people came in with some stuff that I didn't even think about, making me feel, wow, that's true. Mike, where you at?
Let Mike the Hitman Hart give a little dose and remedy for those fans that are feeling depressed. Okay, Ronbo, from now on out, just ask them 2 questions. Number 1, ask them, do they think we're going to be worse this year than last year? Okay, because if you look at what we just drafted, we drafted a lot of needs. We filled a lot of holes that we didn't have last year. And last year, we finished 5 games win streak. This year, we're going to expand on that. So if everyone agrees, or the majority, I should say, agrees that we're going to be better, takes me to question number 2. What did we not draft this year that we didn't draft last year that we still need so bad? So the reason I prompt that question is because, remember, a lot of people are saying we needed we needed this, we needed that. But last year, we addressed running back. Last year, we addressed tight end. And then this year, we got a couple other positions in receiver and the secondary that we addressed a lot more of. So I understand like the edge rushing fans' concern, but they got to understand basically what this says is that whoever we already have is better than any rookie that's going to come in. Like what edge rushing rookie, whether it be Harold Landry or whoever you want, even Josh Sweat, do you think that they're going to make an instant impact better than what we already have?
See, that's the question they asked. Yep.
Yeah, like keep in mind they're rookies. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like most of these guys are going to come in doing what Jadeveon Clowney did. Most of these guys are still going to have to adjust to the system. I mean, we got Solomon Thomas, coming in with a lot of hype. He had to adjust too. And all of these first-round picks from last year had to adjust. It wasn't like it was a whole bunch of instant impact guys flying off the charts. Like, it don't work like that. You know what I mean? So what we got to do is understand, like, I understand the frustrations with a lot of people's picks because they had a lot of big names on the board that they felt like we could have grabbed. but we got to understand we have a lot of pieces there already, and all we did now is just add it on. So now we have more depth. We have more holes that are going to be filled. So if Tart go down, we got a lot of depth at secondary. We got more competition now. This is going to be good. It's going to really make our 53-man roster so deep and solid that we're going to be a dangerous team. So
agreed. Really agree. And
yeah,
you're right. You know, Mike, you know the point I really appreciated you just made? Why should we go back and revisit positions if people didn't appreciate the player that was in it? So go get another one and make him come in and take. It doesn't work like that. Oh, good point.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, people got to understand, man, we're going through a transition. Even though we're feeling good about the direction we're going in, we still have a lot of holes to fill because people got to remember we're only a season away, coming up on two seasons or a season away, or however you want to define it, from the Balky era. So we're still getting out of his mentality and some of his players, getting Shanahan's guys in here. So we're not going to fill every single void in one draft or one off season. We're going to take each draft and he's going to address a void here, and he's going to address a void there, and then we'll be complete. So each year if we're moving in a positive direction, I think that'll minimize the critics, because right now a lot of people don't know who these guys are, man. That's just what it is. There's no familiarity. There's not a lot of awareness of who they are, so they're automatically reacting because they know the guys' names on the board that was there. They don't know these guys. So when these guys do exactly what New England's doing with these no-name tight ends who come in there and they all of a sudden show out year after year, I mean, what I see is speed kills. We're going speed. We're going to a point to where we're going to make it harder on the secondaries to where their pass rush is not going to matter. Jimmy G's going to be out so fast. We got a line to give him better protection this year than last year. So with that being said, the way he releases the ball, we're going to be good. My favorite pick.
And you look at the Rams, who have they've got no linebacking crew. You know that's what Kyle's thinking. He's going to make that meat.
Yeah. I mean,
so I'm looking forward to that.
People got to understand, man, we got one of the best offensive minds in the football game right now. So
there you go.
Yeah, we could have got a big name guy. We could have had all this and that, but at the end of the day, we made investments in guys that we feel are already solid. You know what I'm saying? So like the guys behind them, you want to get guys that feel depth. You don't want to have like so many big superstars on one team, because as we all know, it's hard to. That's chemistry. There's a lot of things that go on around there. So we're going to get the guys that fit his system, and these guys are going to be good, man. My favorite draft pick, to be honest, was the guy that Tavarius. We got his last name.
McFadden. Oh no, we got two Tavariuses now.
No.
Tavarius Moore.
Yeah, him. That's my favorite draft pick out of everybody.
Out of Southern Miss. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the other ones. Don't get me twisted, but I just like the fact that I think my biggest concern is that secondary in the back, because I feel like we're gonna do good up front, man. I think we're gonna do better than more people expecting. I just fear if Tart or Colbert or somebody go down, or Sherman's not as healthy. I want to have a dependable, reliable backup. I don't like Jimmy Ward, so I want somebody else, and I like him.
Jimmy's gonna have trouble making this squad. Really, seriously, we got some guys out there now. You're right. And I want to see what Chancellor James can do, because Kloski can go both over the top and in the box. He's one of those amazing guys. But we need to stop, Mike. And I mean, I'm going to look for you tomorrow. We'll be right back, all right?
Hey, Ronbo, real quick, man. I think that linebacker we drafted is going to be like a Chris Borland effect, man. So I got confidence in him.
Yeah, quick. More speed again. Speed. Oh, man, I love this way this is shaping up, actually. All right, fam. See you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo, take care, man. Seattle Seahawks, you suck. Go down.
And they know it. They're just joking now. Come on, they stripped that team down to nothing. Oh, by the way, Coach, I don't know. You should go 49ers.com. And the undrafted free agents are not there? I thought that's where I was. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead to hey, Brazil, come on in, man.
And they know it. They're just joking out. Come on, they stripped that team down to nothing.
Hello, Brazil.
Ronbo.
Yeah, Brazil. What's up, man?
Hello, your brother, man.
Brazil, it's a fun day. You know, the draft is over now, and you got. I want to know what the percentages are of those who appreciate what's going on versus those who are saying, "Oh man, that was a waste of time." We've got a few people who don't believe in it, so you know.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. The last 2 days I've been walking around with my head down and shit, and I was kind of upset and sad and shit, and the wife had to put me in check. She had to tell me, bros, you acting like a real Mitch right now. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I took that night to sit back and reevaluate everything, and I went through the tape, and bros, hey, they didn't go after no big names that everybody wanted. No, they didn't. But they did fill the squad with boys that are going to put in work every day that they're there. Mm-hmm. And they're not going to stop, man. Like, they got Pettis, the wide receiver. I wasn't happy at the fact that they used what they used to move up to get him. The man is great. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I just wasn't happy at the fact that we used something to move up for him, especially within this draft.
Yes.
Now, we got what was it? DJ what?
DJ
man.
DJ Reed. DJ Reed.
Yeah. He ain't too happy right now. He's sitting at 5'9", bros, and he's feeling like folks done held out on him, man. He feel like he need to show what he's about and what he's worth. He gonna get in there between him and Pettis. Pettis gonna hold down Goodwin when Goodwin need a breather. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Garcon. And the other man I just mentioned, DJ, him and Pettis, they gonna hold down that the punts and the kickoffs. Yeah. Man, all season long.
Cause you got we got a special teams. Brazil. Special teams is going to rank. We was close to the top last year until we got a few guys hurt. This year, ain't going to be no doubt about who's got one of the best special teams in the league. Because a lot of those guys are playoff ready, let alone special teams. They just got skilled athletes, right?
For real. Rumble, I've always been real upset. For the last 10, 15 years, I ain't even going to lie. I've been real upset with our coaches and kind of stuff like that.
Well, you had a right to.
I'm more the type. Yeah, I'm more the type, like, I like coverage, and I like pass rushers, and I like a pass game. Like, I like a quarterback that could go through his progressions, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not like he got to dump the ball off every time the center hiked the ball type shit.
Yeah. You know what, though? The NFL's changed. Yeah, you know what, though, Brazil, things have changed so much. You're not going to see a lot of going deep downfield in the NFL in the years. It's been going less and less with most teams anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We haven't gone downfield in the last 10, 15 years since Steve was there.
Well, Cap used to go down.
JG got them cojones to say, hey, bro, whether or not, if I feel it's there, I'm going to make that effort to give the man an opportunity to do his job.
Yeah, no, Cap went downfield, though. Yeah, because Cap had that cannon. So he'd shoot that ball downfield. Remember them shots he hit Vernon Davis? 30-yard line. Cap bombing him in the end zone. So, you know.
Cap is a different story, though. He can't go through his progressions, man. He can't read the field. Like, there's been plenty of times to where you'll find Torrey Smith sitting off to your right, and he wide open, man down 20 yards downfield, and the man can't notice that.
Yeah, I know.
That's why they're afraid right now, everybody, because they see that JG is a different pedigree.
Yeah. He'll beat you to death. He's like a boxer. He'll beat that midsection going short, right? Keep beating it. Keep beating it. All you people are closing in. All of a sudden, Goodwin's going to take off on a streak. Boom! Too late?
It's that Italian culture, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be.
I'm telling you, brother. Remember, how did you enjoy the pitch?
No, I after it's like I didn't pass judgment, but like Maurice called in earlier, do your homework. Check into these. Is that Sterling? You got to do your homework before you start passing judgment on these players. Everybody likes the Golden Boys. They didn't know that there was other guys besides the Golden Boys. The NFL's only going to promote so many. They can't promote them all. There's more players that are good out there than the first 32. So you go ahead and you look around and you'll see some stats. Like that wide receiver we got in the 7th round, that's crazy. He has no business going in the 7th round. Man. So, that's why I like what we got in front office now. These dudes are turning over every rock. They know about everybody out there. If he's good, he's coming to San Francisco because we ain't going by what they're talking about at NFL front office. Like that.
Yeah, Kyle always, he knows what he needs, man. He gonna, like I told you, he gonna make it happen. He gonna make it fullback run downfield 30 yards, man, and catch.
And make that catch, too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not worried whatsoever, yo. Like, he's putting everybody right where they need to be, and he got a whole bunch of humble gentlemen that are gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And they're not there to be divas, and they not there to run their mouth, and they there to work. Specifically it.
And Brazil, you bring that up. I have a feeling, I hate to think so, but I got a feeling that was a problem with Trent Brown. I think they told him, Trent, I want you to come in at a certain weight.
You camp 350 pounds, yo.
I think they told him, don't do that.
Like they said at the combine, him and Kyle sat down and was like this, bros, if old dude don't come prepared, well, we gonna just give him that boot, you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, you undrafted. As far as I'm concerned, 7'6", you may as well be undrafted. I don't give a damn.
You got it. If you tell somebody that, you can't go back.
350 pounds?
Yeah.
You don't want nothing, man.
And look what Joshua Garnett
did. That ain't
did.
a man that wants to get paid in my eyes.
Well, you're right. And look what Joshua Garnett did. Didn't he lose about 20 pounds? See, you got to be serious.
Bro, it's a matter of wanting. When you want, you're going to go after it.
Brazil, I'm gonna tell you what, man. I'm gonna be looking for you tomorrow, fam.
Absolutely, brother, man. Hey, thank you, Ronbo. Shout out to you. Shout out to the Niner Empire. Hey, man, y'all, everybody stay blessed and have a great night.
Hey, you too, Brazil. Yeah,
thank you, brother, man.
Some great points tonight, y'all. Hey, Coach, hope you got. I left the address. My bad. It was Niner Nation that's showing all the UDFAs. All right.
I don't know about that. Niner Empire. Y'all get that right. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
Y'all write it down, put it on the computer, take pictures, do what you got to do, but get that shit straight. It's Niner Empire.
No. Wait, fam. I'm talking about the name of the website. The coach is looking for the undrafted free agents.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's what gets everybody messed up.
You know what, though?
So damn much.
No, you got a good point. They can't change it now. Somebody asked him, man, can y'all change that name? We ain't no nation. But then, their website's so established now, they have to stay with it. So I hate saying it, but the coach asked that question, where y'all finding those undrafted free agent signings? It's, okay, you know what I'm going to start doing? It's the Niner site, and then you'll know what I mean, because I even hate saying it. Brazil, let me see you tomorrow, fam.
Me and you, Ronbo, so you can post it back there behind you and let everybody know that don't know.
There you go. All right, Brazil. I'll see you tomorrow, fam.
Hey, much love, brother, man. Stay blessed.
You too, fam. All right. And let's get Raymond on in here. Raymond. Raymond. Oh, Raymond, man, you sound like you ain't real happy, bruh. Dang. Yeah, but we get a lot of folks upset with this draft. So you ain't by yourself.
I'm good. I'm good.
You all right?
I'm going to tell y'all the truth, right? Number one, y'all can say emotional, whatever, right? I'm fired up about these Niners. I really love them, and that's what I believe.
Yeah.
I'll fight you over these Niners. Like, I will fight somebody if we lose and they get to teasing me too much about the loss. I get mad. So that's whatever. But look, though, I got to tell you, right, when they called that number 1 overall pick, I was hot because I seen Durham right there. I'm like, oh, my God. It's the pick, man. He got to pick him because they see what I'm talking about, right? So then when they didn't pick him, I just turned it off, and I ain't even watched no more, right? So, and then the second day came, and I ain't watched none of it. Then I got, like, today, I can't stay away too long. I was pissed, man, right? And then I was looking at the film, and we got Derwin James, bro. His name his name ain't Derwin, but his name is BYU linebacker. That's who he is. That's the one that's the kind of typical person I was
Fred Warner.
In my mind. Right, Fred Warner. I stopped watching everybody's tape and all that. That's my favorite pick of the draft. We going far. We hit the jackpot. That's that guy right there made me feel okay, right there. Everybody else, I don't care nothing about none of them, because our offense was scoring. We don't need them wide receivers. They're just going to plug and play. They remind me of everybody else on our team. We good. The tackle, I was frustrated until they released Trent Brown, so okay, they're going to play right there. Because, you know, I love the Niners. Yeah, I'm going to get emotional. But when I saw that linebacker and I watched the film of him, man, he caught a couple of interceptions on the ground, man. He could play pass coverage. That's Derwin James. That's the guy that I'm looking for that can fit that linebacker spot and chase the passes around. They got him.
Quick, too.
But his name ain't Derwin. His name is, whatever his name is, Fred Warner.
Fred Warner.
That's my boy right there. That's my favorite pick right there. He gave me life. Because now I feel like we going to have a chance. Because now when they go to throwing the ball, we got him. He's 6'3". He used to play safety. And then for everybody say we ain't need no safety, they got 3. Well, they got 2 safeties.
Well, they got a couple more, too.
I was laughing at that because we definitely...
Marcell Harris?
Because all our safeties are get hurt. All our safeties are get hurt. But I'm telling you, I saw this linebacker that they picked. He used to play defensive back and stuff like that, man. He got ball hawk skills. That's why we liked him. That's why we picked him. And that's my favorite pick. That's going to be the most valued pick. If he don't play like he's supposed to play, they're going to carve us up. But if he lock it down, him with Ruben and Malcolm Smith and whoever else.
Don't forget Kowalski. You got a trio right there. Kowalski, Fred, Ruben.
Come down, you got Colbert. So that pick right there is my favorite pick.
Yeah, Fred. Yeah, he's. You know what? If something happens to Kowalski, he can drop back into that, but he can drop back into the box too.
That's what I was looking for. That guy right there. So to give me life. Everybody else, I ain't tripping. I don't care because I already know we gonna do good. Those backup players or plug-in players, whatever, you know, however they want to use them, you know, the defense is where I was concerned that our offense is going to score regardless.
Yeah, no, I agree. They just need to know. They just need to know Kyle's offense. They'll be fine, real fine. Actually,
I'm worried about when he make a mistake because everybody say Golden Charlie the franchise. Listen, man, everybody make mistakes, man. When he make a mistake, he gotta be able to hold his head up, you know, and not worry and not have so much pressure when the other team get the ball and they start busting us because we can't stop the pass. But hey, we got this linebacker. He could do what I thought Derwin could do for us right there. That's what. So they made me happy when I saw that. So my spirit's up today. I'm good.
You'll feel good. If Richard Sherman is healthy, the pass was gonna get stopped anyway. They're gonna have one side of the field to throw to, and I have a feeling we're going to see a little more advancement from Witherspoon this year as well. So I wasn't worried about the ball going downfield. So you're right.
I'm not either no more. I'm not either because the linebacker, he can check the tight end, he can check the running back. He has good ball breaking ability. He intercepts the ball. That's what I was looking for. You know? That's why I was so busy on Durham because I knew that was a need, and I saw the way the NFL was changing. And we need a faster, quicker guy that could play pass coverage, man, and get those guys out of there that can't check nobody. But now I feel confident.
Raymond,
I feel like.
Did you know about Fred Warner though? Before?
Nope, I had never seen about him or heard about him, and that's why I was irritated, man. I was pissed off.
This is the bad thing, Raymond.
What are they doing? You know,
I got more bad news for you, Raymond. You know who tried to tell us about this dude a couple of weeks ago?
Who?
The Big Show.
Who?
The Big Show.
Oh, well, Big Show should be happy. They got a few hours.
I was telling
about him.
Yeah. But Big Show, I gotta say one thing to Big Show though. Big Show.
Talking about drafting receivers, first round pick.
No. That was Well, see, I was getting ready to say he's the same guy though that said he wanted a wide receiver until suddenly he came to his senses. I got to find a way. Can't give Big Show 100% A+ on this. He cannot.
He said something about this linebacker. This linebacker cures all my needs. Go watch him. You watched his tape yet or no?
No, I did. They showed a little bit yesterday on the program too. The dude he closes on that ball.
The first few clips, I was like, oh yeah.
I can already see, like you say, him taking a tight end downfield, and here comes Adrian Colbert across the other side of the field at 100 miles an hour. When that dude, if he tries to catch a ball, he could get seriously hurt. I like the thought of that.
He's 6'3", 230. He's 6'3", 230. So that's the kind of he's an undersized linebacker. That's an undersized, speedy, quicker linebacker. He run like a 4.6, but that's 40 times.
6'3" though. That's
right.
That'll work.
He got range. That's what I was looking for. So they got it. You know, I was just hollering about Derwin because I knew that was a need for me, a player like that.
Raymond, we got to go. I'm going to look for you tomorrow, Raymond.
Hey, you know,
and I'm glad you're feeling better about what happened, too.
Yeah. I had to look at it for a little while. But, hey, we gonna make a run. I think we're going like 12-4, 13-3, up there in them numbers.
Really? No, seriously. That's too much speed. There's 11 wins in that team minimum. I guarantee. I know it. I can feel it. Second year under Kyle Shanahan. Defense had 2 years.
I want him to make a mistake and feel comfortable with the mistake. That's it. Because he's going to make a mistake, and I got to be ready for my quarterback to have a bad game, 2-3 picks.
No,
the only way we could do that.
Yeah, Jimmy, when he threw that first pick, first time in his life, and I believe it was in Chicago, he bounced back. He knows. He's harder than that.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but it's hard to bounce. But hey, Ronbo, let me tell you this, man. It's hard to bounce back when the defense, when you're not scared, when you're so scared because the other team just throwing the ball down the field and they just moving the ball, and you got to score touchdowns. You can't get no field goals, you know, because you got this. They just torching you. You threw a pick and now it's 7-0. You threw another pick, it's 14-0. Now you scrambling, you know.
No, I know what
you
mean.
want to be able to throw a pick and it's still 0-0 because now what?
They
shut you down.
No, they got character. They'll be better than that.
Keep throwing picks, though.
All right. Raymond, let me see you tomorrow, man. Well, because it's getting late, and I'm trying to get everybody in. So I'm going to see you tomorrow, fam. All right?
All right, Ronbo.
All right, Raymond.
Go Niners. Shout out Hot Foundation, man. Holla.
Yeah. And HBK, go ahead.
It's the headliner, the icon, the showstopper, the main event. Mr. San Francisco is back. Ronbo, how are you, bro?
Oh, I'm fabulous, man. I'm one of them guys that I wasn't worried about. I'm delighted with the picks. It's all about the faith in the man called Lynch and all his crew, man. Those guys, I feel like they know what they're doing. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's like now. I will say and stuff. No, I'm overall, I'm happy with the draft. I'm cool with it. Even though I was kind of, scratching my head a little bit and stuff. It's like,
everybody, so many people were.
Harold Landry and stuff, in day one. So I'm like, okay, well, we still got a chance to get him. And then I look at my phone, and I'm like, what the hell? It's like Tennessee drafted Harold. I'm like, well, there goes that pick. Or it's like, okay. I was like, okay. It's like we still got Isaiah Oliver.
Yeah, Tennessee.
I'm like, picked him up. And I'm like, well, there goes that option.
Yeah.
But aside from that, Ronbo, I mean, it's like overall, I'm cool. I trust me in the process, and I'm not gonna go batshit crazy on it. Even though I was kind of, bummed out a little bit, but again, I see some plays on this draft that I do like. One in particular is let's see here. Dante Pettis from
Washington, yeah.
I mean, it's like, I'm looking at these dudes highlight film on YouTube. I'm like, okay, but my thing is like, okay, now that we got him, it's like, who will be the odd man out as far as our receiving core go? And I'm thinking maybe Aldridge Robinson and stuff. Everybody else right. Stuff, should be good to go. And I also wanted to just touch up. I mean, I'm gonna keep going on my point, but I just wanted to just touch quickly on this point that I think a caller had came up with maybe like 2 or 3 calls ago. Darius Geis. It's like I think the report was that he was asked a question and then he recanted it or kind of like switched it up to the point where it's like, was he like his character or was he believable on one of his questions? And that's one of the things that's drawn like an investigation. Because he says one thing, and then in reality come back and says another. So it's like it kind of makes his character look a little suspect.
Questionable, yeah. Okay, that's what it is. I can't believe that they. But I can't believe they made an investigation. Why would you ask him if his mom was that? I don't get.
If somebody, God forbid, asked me that question, from an NFL standpoint, I was trying everything in my power to hold my tongue and just restrain myself, because it's like, this almost like a witch hunt almost. It's like, okay, I'm here to play ball for y'all. I'm here to make a team. It's like, why y'all digging in my family background like that? I mean, it should really, be an issue. The only issue you need to know is, can you trust me on your team? Can you trust me to come in and do my job and help make my team better and be a good teammate and do what I got to do, whether it's playing special teams or not? That's all that needs to be on your mind right now as far as the NFL executives go.
Right.
But get back to the point.
Yeah.
Hmm?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's like you asked me that question as if, what are you trying to test my character to see if I'm going to not come unglued? That I'm not going to stand up and start yelling and screaming? What the hell you asked me that for? I mean, no. My mom had a hard life, okay? And what was the point of you asking me that? I really need to know. And that would piss me off.
But yeah, it's like, I'm real happy that, now since we lost, one Wolfpack, NC State Wolfpack member, when everybody was bagging on, including you, Ronbo, and stuff, with, my man Dante Johnson and stuff, But we lost,
there's a lot of us.
We lost one Wolfpack. We lost one NC State Wolfpack. We picked up another NC State Wolfpack, Kentavius Street. I mean, it's like, for one, by me living in North Carolina and by me being a diehard NC State fan, I saw this cat up close and personal. So, I mean, it's like, I'm real happy that he's on our team. I'm a little bummed out that he's got the ACL, thing going on. But, with the right recovery time and proper rehab and stuff, and everything goes the right way and stuff, I think he'll make a good addition to our team. And as far as, like, questionable draft picks and stuff, I'll have to say the one I'm not really high on was that dude from southern Mississippi. And it's like, it's kind of like to touch on a little point that one caller had made. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like, it's not like all these sexy picks and stuff that we know about and stuff, and we've been, researching and doing our homework on. It's these unknown people, and basically, I guess kind of touch on this point, it's like what we don't know. It's like if I don't know you, I'm not going to give you as much cachet as I would say somebody that I know like the back of my hand.
True.
And I think that's kind of like, a reaction point where it's like, okay, we know, say, like Harold Landry and stuff. Everybody wanted Harold Landry, myself included. But it's like you got like an undrafted person or a lower round person coming in, and all of a sudden it's like it'll make you forget all about Harold Landry. Just like, when this cat we didn't know nothing about. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, okay. I mean, it's like, well, I was wrong, about you and stuff. I'll gladly take back everything I said. But I mean, it's like it's the draft overall is cool. I mean, it's like, I like the draft. And, again, and then the dude we got out of K-State, dude can ball. I mean, now we got, Kawhi Williams. I mean, he's a dog. He might be he might be short, but both of those cats and stuff, can ball. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's like overall, man, I'm cool with what we got. Do I love every single draft pick? No, I don't.
Well, yeah. But you know what? Like, you'll never have a year where that happens anyway. HBK, we're going to have to go. I'll tell you what, we're going to be continuing tomorrow, man, because there's going to be, I got a feeling between now and tomorrow, there may be some UDFAs. Everybody's going to be saying, oh, man, we did not get him. So be looking for you tomorrow, okay?
All right, bro. Well, HBK and the Click, we out, bro.
Yeah. And as I'm looking down the list to see if I see any new names, okay, they seem to stop the undrafted free agents. So, yeah, interesting. I'm still looking for McFadden, though. I see Mosley is still. Maybe they're not updated this one yet. All right. Hey, when? Boy, I gotta drink some more and go to sleep tonight. Boy, I can't even. All that screaming for 2 days.
How you doing, sir?
I'm trying to get my voice back. All that hollering and screaming I was doing yesterday is coming back to haunt me tonight. I was having fun with that draft yesterday and the day before. Oh,
yeah,
but what are you thinking, man?
Hey, well, you know what? I know all the fans here with the Niner Empire, man. You know what? I think this is something we do just because we love it, but this is their job, right? So it's like we're out mining for gold with the shovel, And these dudes don't win and got a backhoe, man.
Yeah. I like that analogy. You're digging way much dirt up the more than we are.
Oh yeah. So my thing is I got to go and do my homework on these guys that they knew about that some of us probably didn't know anything about. You know, so
a lot more.
Personally, I wanted a pass rusher, and evidently these guys they feel pretty confident in it. You know, with what we got. So we didn't really draft a pass rusher. You know, so that. So it's pretty interesting. I'll tell you some of the things that kind of I come away with, and you know, I like everybody that we drafted. I'm gonna learn to love them, you know, and it's I'm gonna look for all the positives and everything. Cause I figure they got a plan for all of them.
They do.
But a couple of things I'm looking at. You know, like I said, the pass rushers that we got, evidently they're confident in these guys because we didn't draft anyone. They're confident in the offensive line as far as the interior positions because we didn't draft anyone. And then they also give a vote of confidence to the running backs that we have also. So it's like I'm looking at like Joe Williams. Okay, it sounds like he's going to have a real shot. And then also as far as looking at Joshua Garnett, I've been looking on the website and everything. Like he came into shape, came into camp. As far as the workouts, looking like he's in pretty good shape. So so right now, but it's going to be between him and Lakin Tomlinson between that right guard position. And then, you know, Cooper going to hold down the left guard.
Oh, just stay healthy. That's all he's got to do.
Yeah.
People will know what we're talking about when we talk about Jonathan Cooper. Oh, that's a weapon.
Yeah, I mean, because, man, I'll tell you what, I was watching some of those highlights of him. So, man, I'll tell you what, this offense is going to be explosive. Now, trading up to get that wide receiver, that kind of threw me off. But like I said, man,
nobody can get over that yet.
It's almost like... It's almost like whatever we're thinking about, we need to just program ourselves to think just the opposite.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we think we need a pass rusher, we better go out and get us a wide receiver.
No, really. Counter to pretty much every fan, go the other way. There you go. Food for thought, fam.
There we go. And
whatever
you're thinking,
think the other way.
I'll tell you what, but it just feels good to know that I feel like we can really trust the process with Lynch and Shanahan. You know, these guys, I believe they know what they're doing because now if Balky was still doing this stuff, man, we'd all probably
be mad as hell.
Probably tear our clothes up.
Yeah. And we'd have reason to win because he never comes up with any results. I mean, these guys are showing results in the first year. We won more games than we won the last 2 years. So, you know.
Yeah. You know, and one of the things I was thinking about with, last year was almost like a total rehaul of the roster. And, you know, and this year, you know, it's a little bit more difficult to kind of find guys to put on the roster because you're starting to build some depth now. So after we get past like those first 4 picks, it's like, okay, these guys are going to be guys that are there for depth purposes. Like if we get an offensive lineman hurt or defensive lineman hurt, you know, then hey, we got some guys that we're preparing and they're ready and everything. So, but I'll tell you, one of the guys I'm most excited about is that the guy from Southern Miss.
Yeah, everybody likes Tavares. Tavares, Ritchie James,
you know,
DJ Reed.
Man, that's speed, man. That speed. That secondary is going to be nice.
Fred Warner. We got some speed win. Oh, these guys are quick. Both sides of the ball. Ain't no slowing around in Santa Clara no more. They got to get that grass wet out there because there's going to be some flames coming up every now and then. Oh, we got some speed.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, I've been missing out on getting a chance to call in and everything. I've been taking the night class and everything, but school will be out here after next week, and I'll still be listening. I just don't have a chance to call.
I know you're there with us. Looking forward to you getting out of class and being able to hang out with us then. All right. We're going to go.
Hey,
we're going to try to see if we can close out here soon. So I'll be looking for you tomorrow if you get a chance.
All right. Well, look here. We'll do that, Ronbo. God bless you, man. We love the show.
All right, fam. Appreciate you. Have a good night.
All right, out.
Let's see if we can get a couple more. Hey, 530, hello.
Hello, Mr. Ronbo.
Hey, and who's 530? Who's this?
Hello, this is Jokin, longtime listener, first-time caller.
Hey, Joken, I'm gonna spell your name Jokan. Am I right?
Joken.
Oh, Ian. Hey, Joken, haven't I seen you on the chat? It seems like that name I've seen.
Yes, I have.
Yes,
I've contributed to the chat quite a few times.
All right, well, this is such a pleasure, man. We get to hear him for the first
thank you.
Joken. What is on your mind, man?
Well, first I'm going to have to say I have a little bit of a theory as to why so many 49er fans are as upset about this draft compared to the previous year.
Oh, good.
Now,
good.
going into the 2017 draft, John Lynch's first draft, he navigated that draft like a veteran. He traded back. He traded up. He fleeced the Bears. He got 2 of the top 3 players on their draft board in Solomon Thomas and in Reuben Foster. So you have 49er fans going, wow, this guy is freaking amazing. Look at how he's handling this draft like a pro.
Yep.
So people are coming to the 2018 draft. Okay, how is John Lynch going to follow this up? How is he going to follow up the 2017 draft?
Yep.
And they stayed at number 9, and they took a tackle that practically no one had in their mock draft.
I mean, nobody.
And I think nobody. And I think so many people were just so underwhelmed by this compared to how he started off in 2017. And personally, I love the Mike McGlinchey pick. I love it. I've always been a big fan of teams that control the line of scrimmage, whether it's offensively, defensively. You control the line of scrimmage, you control the game.
That's right.
And there were so many people that asked John Lynch, well, did you field any trades? You know, were there teams calling up and wanted to trade with you at number 9? John Lynch said, absolutely. Had so many people call in, and I was fielding trades, but he told them all, I wanted to wait till after the Bears drafted. And if McGlinchey was still available at 9, they were going to stick with McGlinchey. And people thought, okay, well, why not trade back? You know, so many people, I've heard it so many times, people say McGlinchey was a reach. Oh, you could have traded back and gotten McGlinchey when he would have been available, and it would not have seemed like a reach. I'm here to tell you that that would not have happened. Because right behind the 49ers, the Raiders had the number 10 pick.
It would be easy
and if you
to
remember,
prove,
after the 49ers took McGlinchey, the Raiders traded out of that number 10 spot. Of course, Arizona traded up. They got Josh Allen, who I'm going to look forward to seeing the 49ers. Oh, no, Josh Rosen. They took at number 10. And I'm going to enjoy seeing the 49ers humble him in the years to come. But the Raiders traded back to 15. Who did the Raiders take at number 15?
A tackle.
Colton Miller, offensive tackle from UCLA. If the 49ers, if they would not have taken McGlinchey at number 9, John Gruden, the Raiders would have taken him.
Absolutely.
They would have taken him at 10.
Absolutely.
So I applaud John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan to sticking to their guns, going after the guy they wanted, and grabbing him.
That's what they did. And they did that last year, too. And joking, people think that trading up for the wide receiver we picked up, Pettis, I understand there were rumblings around that they had inside information that Pettis was not going to be there if they waited for him the next round, too. So, and he's part of a big plan somehow. You look at him, he has Shanahan style written all over him, so I can understand what's going on there. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll admit, I scratched my head over the Pettis trade-up because 49ers already have a great slot receiver, Trent Taylor. He blew me away with how well he played for a 5th-round draft pick last season.
He's not going anywhere.
And so I'm thinking, he's not going anywhere. And so when they traded up for Pettis, who was predominantly a slot receiver, I was thinking, why are they trading up for a slot receiver? It just didn't make sense to me. And of course, great punt returner. He said, he currently has a NCAA record for 9 punt returns for touchdowns. But one of the things John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, they interviewed him and they inquired about if he could play in other receiving slots or receiving positions outside of the slot.
Runs the entire
and
route
they
tree.
fully believe.
Runs the
Yeah,
entire
they
route tree.
believe that.
And runs with you watch Pettis run. Those are precision routes. Can you imagine put him and Trent Taylor in a bunch formation? Talking about rendering a defense helpless.
Oh yeah, the speed will kill defenses.
I love it.
And of course, you're going to bring back Marquise Goodwin. He's going to be healthier than ever. He's going to break 1,000 yards next season.
And you're going to have a healthy.
Yeah, Pierre Garçon. He's going to come back healthy next year, and it's going to be a very dangerous receiving core. And I think people are going to overlook McKinnon in the run game.
Oh.
They're going to completely overlook McKinnon. And
you got two OWs joking. You got the Juice and McKinnon, who are their game is so diverse. So now you're going to be doing weird things. You line them up in the slot. You line them up on the edge. You line them up any way you want to. The DC sitting there scratching his head. Oh, Jesus, what are they going to do? Guys, we worked on this. We're ready for it. Stay cool. Stay alert. Boom. Oh, God, jeez, no. Touchdown, 49ers.
How do you prepare for all these weapons?
You can't.
You cannot cover all of these guys.
That's what Kyle's ultimately doing. That's why he doesn't want a number one receiver. That's why Dez Bryant, OBJ, they would never consider that. This is an offense that the DC will never be able to figure out. He'll strike anywhere. And Jimmy G, with his mind and his ability to process, he's going to find the right guy. It's going to be a cakewalk most games. Joker, we got to go, though. I'm going to tell you what, man. We ran overboard here because I got excited. We got to see you tomorrow.
I've taken up too much of your time.
We'll look for you tomorrow.
Yep,
okay?
You'll be hearing from me again.
All right,
everyone. Thank you for listening, and you are listening to Ronbo Sports.
That was smooth. I like that. Thanks, Joker.
Take care.
You too. And, and can't catch him. Thanks, fam. Believe me, it's a pleasure. I really do enjoy this, man. Thanks. And Clarence, you're next. You are on, Clarence.
3 days in a row. You're not gonna catch me 3 days in a row in a while.
The draft is a fun time, man. Oh, and wait till the season starts. It's gonna get crazy around here. Whew,
it's gonna be very crazy. So, my thoughts on this year's draft. Again, like I said last night, solid, not sexy. They drafted for speed. And they drafted for smart.
Man,
and
you got speed.
Based on what I'm seeing, they're playing like Warriors small ball. Just imagine.
Kinda.
You have a three wide receiver set: a Goodwin, Taylor, Pettis. You got McKinnon. You got McKinnon in the backfield. You got Juice. On the block. So Kyle could run. Standard set. He could do a flea flicker, any kind of any kind of crazy set.
Jarek knows how to quarterback. Wouldn't that be funny? I mean, Jarek was actually Matt Brady's quarterback. Oh, it's hilarious stuff.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, and see, you got Breda, and it's like so. And like Johnson in his press conference today, it was very hard for them to fill the roster because they had less needs because they didn't have it. So they were finding more quality than quantity this year for sure.
Yeah, and like you're saying too,
No
Kyle didn't see as many holes to fill this year as last year. And you know what we got to do, Clarence? We have got to give guys like Atachu, Cassius Marsh, even Eli Harold to some degree, Peter Talmopino. I mean, we have a list of guys that come off the edge. There's probably no reason to throw another guy on top of that stack. So I'm starting to get over Harold Landry and Marcus Davenport now. I'm starting to realize it would have been funny if they would have came in and struggled to beat out some of the guys on that pack. I mean, that means a wasted pick.
Right, because in this particular, on the defense, you have to be smart on the defense now too.
Oh yeah.
Because you got Captain Sherman back there.
Yeah.
He gonna make sure you in the right spot. Because if you ain't in the right spot, you gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
You gonna hear about it from him. It's like I told you, you're supposed to be right here.
Absolutely.
You're gonna be right here. I'll get the other guy from the practice squad. He at least knows where to go.
Yeah, because Richard Sherman's not a quiet man. So if you're on the sideline and you run to the opposite side after the play is over, Rich will be chasing you down there too.
He's gonna let you know. He's gonna let you know. And that's the other thing. They got they got smarter. They found the folks that can run the offense and run the defense for these guys out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy. Like I said, none of the sexy picks. Like you said, what's his name? Remember a little bit ago, maybe a few weeks ago, we were thinking about Kentavius St. Brown as one of the receivers.
Yeah.
And we figured he was like a third, fourth rounder. He got drafted like seventh round, didn't he?
Did he get drafted? Because I wasn't watching the entire draft today. I do know that Aitman picked up in the seventh.
It was like
finally.
200 something. He was like 200 something. I figured out like the sixth or seventh round.
Receivers.
So we totally overblew our side of it. That's why we don't make that money.
And Clarence, the thing is, your long, tall receiver, it's about separation in the NFL now. I don't want my receiver because he's out there battling. As Mike Mayock says, see, what he does is he uses his size for separation. What? Okay, you know what? There's going to be some defenders out there that his size ain't going to work. Then he's not going to be able to push off and get free. So now it's going to be a jump ball, and whoever wins the peak of the leap, I don't need that kind of stress. He's not going to win that fight every time. And the other guy's picked the ball off. He's gone down for a pick six. I'm mad as heck. Give me the kid that could come out there and run that razor-sharp route and gain separation. With Jimmy G's accuracy, he's going to hit him in stride. That's why I see where Kyle's at.
In a spot where the defender cannot get to the ball.
That's what you call smart.
Like,
and that goes to the red zone and any place else.
Just like Steve. Just like Jeff.
Yeah.
Just like Joe Steve and Jeff. They knew how to place the ball. They knew how to throw receivers open. But like you said, you had to have receivers who could run crisp routes. Jerry, John Taylor, all them cats. They knew how to run a route.
That's how you win.
Because like I said, you have to run this 13-step out route, and you got to be right there because the ball's gonna be right there. If you're not right there, you screwed up.
Yeah, and they're going to have, those are things, that's what they're going to iron out in preseason. But yeah, you know what, because even if the guy boxes out that cornerback, here comes the safety sweeping by and picking the thing off. You got to be able to bust a tough route. That's the bottom line. Yeah. We're going to go, Clarence. I'm telling you what, I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'll be looking for you, okay?
I may show up because I got to work tomorrow.
Well, Clarence, you need to leave your phone. We're going to call you just to bother you then.
Oh, no. Please don't do that. But hey, y'all have a good night. Take care.
You do, Clarence.
Not a rap hour. I'm out.
All right, fam. Hey, Frisco Gals, thank you for the compliment. We love you back, too. I think she loves her show. Outstanding. Hey, let's go to Somi. Somi the money.
Hey, Ronbo, how's it going?
Well, see, I know that I can tell by your voice, you remind me a lot of Sheik and some of the other folks that I know are having conversations about this draft. So in a few weeks, though, I got to tell you.
I've warmed up
to it. All right.
Yeah, I have warmed up to it. Anything to protect the franchise, I'm all gung-ho about.
There you go.
He was fine. Yeah. Pettis was, at first, I was like, man, why did they trade up for him? He seems very lanky. I would have liked to get, there's so many receivers. I would have liked to get Landry is a couple of picks before we got him, but I was okay with the Pettis pick because I looked at some of his clips and the dude can run routes and he can return punts.
Yeah.
He can definitely return punts.
Oh, yeah, that's his forte.
Thank God Trent Taylor won't be back there anymore. In fact, we got two punt returners in the draft.
But I'm worried about Victor Bolden Jr. If they're gonna keep him.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna get through. Especially now. I don't know if you got the undrafted free agent list so far. Well, we got a couple of we got Carson Wentz's cousin, by the way, from North Dakota State for a tryout.
Do we? Did we really?
Yeah.
Okay, I got Andrew Marcell. I see him. Oh, there's Connor Wentz. I see you, man. Yeah. Yeah. So there's two more, because last time I got was Deontay Alexander. Yeah, you're right. Connor Wentz and Andrew Marcell. Connor Wentz, a tight end. How big can he be? Maybe big runs in that family, because I just realized Carson's not a small person.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And we got the guy from USD, University of San Diego, who led FBS with touchdowns the last couple of years. And he was hurt for a couple of games.
Yeah, a lot of tight ends here. McVat, or what's his name? The guy last year, Cole Hicatini, that came in for like 5 minutes for his debut and ended up on the bench within 6 minutes because he got hurt. He might be soft. He's got great hands, though. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with the bulky picks with the injured players, which is fine. You know what? Risk reward. If it's a late round pick, I don't mind it at all, because most of the time these late round picks don't make it anyways. You might have just go crazy and just get somebody who might be a boom or bust type, because the late round picks 9 out of 10 times don't make it anyways.
This dude,
but
though,
like I said,
I think he's gonna make it. That dude, Street. Man, he got hurt just the other day, and people were looking at him. I can't wait. I wish he wouldn't take a whole year for him to heal up. I think he's going to put him on the IR so they don't have to cut him, but, man, he looks like a monster. Some of his clips look like, oh,
did you see him
God.
Putting up those weights?
I was watching that clip.
He's like the Hulk.
700-pound squat, and it wasn't a cheat squat. He went all the way down. Oh, whoa. To see, if I was on the commission, I'd call him in for a drug test. No human being can lift that kind of weight. Call him in.
He's like he's like a fucking ant. He can lift 20 times his weight. But he was on KMBR right after he was drafted, and they asked him about everything, and he was actually very articulate, really smart kid.
Yeah.
And he was, and that cornerback we got in the, I think it's the 5th round, the punt returner, the 5'9" kid, the guy who's I think going to compete in the slot.
Yeah, cornerback. That dude is good. DJ Reed.
Right, DJ Reed.
5th round pick. Yeah.
He's got a huge chip on his shoulder. He's pissed off that he got drafted in the 5th round.
See, that's why you pick those guys. They're pissed off and they're talented. What a great combination. See, I love that.
Yeah, but I got to be honest, I was really upset in the beginning because I really was.
You had certain names like all of us did.
I want her pass rusher. I want her pass rusher. But you know what?
Yeah.
Obviously, they're comfortable who they have.
Absolutely.
I don't. We're going to see. It's going to be a feast.
Go ahead. We're going to have to go. But somebody, just keep in mind, they carefully. They went through they sat in a room and they discussed each and every one of those picks. So, not to worry. They're gonna show you something. Joe Williams should have showed us more last year. His problem was something they didn't see. They should have, though, because he was fumbling at Utah, too. So, I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Take care, Ronbo.
You do,
Good Niners.
Yeah. All right. I guess we're going to call it a day. And let me look at those questions real quick. And Coach said, he says, I heard guys didn't show up for some interviews he had scheduled before the draft as well. And that'll kill your stock, too. But the thing is, the way Mike Mayock was talking about it is if there was something seriously being investigated, there would really be a problem. But that wouldn't indicate anything serious. I heard Baker Mayfield was... Baker Mayfield, people would call Baker Mayfield and says, hey, Baker, man, we love what you do. Can we get you to come on in for a pre-draft? And Baker would say things like, where are you drafting? Yeah, we're drafting we're drafting number 6. There's really no need. I really don't. I'm not going to be around for that. Same to you. I don't care what. Everybody says I have that problem. It's no big deal. I don't care. Bye. Baker Mayfield. That's why I like Baker. You know what, fam? If Kirk Cousins wasn't around, and Jimmy G was not going to leave New England, I would have been saying, you know what? We need Baker Mayfield. That is the biggest attitude. Baker Mayfield is an absolute asshole. But you know what? He is so... You see his accuracy? I would take Baker Mayfield in a heartbeat. And I told guys before the season started that I like Baker Mayfield, and everybody picked out everybody else. I mean, but Baker Mayfield is bad. I don't even want to play him. I'm glad we don't play the. By the time we play the Browns, he will be up and running though. Shoe 559. A lot of people forget since it happened in the season, but we used a second-round pick on Jimmy G that alone should have everyone's draft grade raised. True, right? And I think John Lynch actually mentioned that too. Corey Vega, people really need to get over the Trent PTSD. I trust the process and looked at the film. Pettis can play all the wide receivers. Hey, right. If you don't know, there's no route in the tree that Pettis can't run. They used him in the slot because they had pretty good receiving core in Washington. But you could put him on the edge. And I understand he's going to be the protege of one Pierre Garçon. I just read that. And I'm interpreting that way. So Pettis is going to be the future. Brunel Jacobs, are you scared of Rosen being in the same division as us? I am. That guy can play. Brunel, yeah, he's a good quarterback. It's going to come down. The league is going to become so sophisticated soon. It's going to come down to strategies. We have one of the best offensive strategists in the league. Now, defenses are already kind of sophisticated as it is. So you come in with anything weak, or come in with guys that are kind of over the hill like Dagaba and Sue, and try to stop a guy with nothing but Aaron Donald. You're gonna have a big problem, especially with the quickness. And this is how Kyle has actually rendered the Rams impotent. I mean, even girls are going to be laughing at him. You see what I did there? The thing is, if you don't have any speed to keep up with the kind of offensive power that's coming at you, you're not going to be able to stay on the field with the 49ers. I really do love the way this is forming. All right, hey, fam, we will be back to... Hey, whoa. Don't forget to hit the like. Thanks, Trent. You know how I collect likes. I just like lights. Thank you. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. If I wasn't so dark, you could see how I'm turning red. Ah! Hey, I might be able to do it. Fam, I'll see you tomorrow at the same time we always meet on Sundays. Uh-oh. Well, I'm going to have to talk and remind you of somebody we all know, one of our favorite guys tonight. But if I'd have been the general manager this year, I got to tell you right now, I wouldn't have had anybody scratching their head about any picks. You may have hated me later, but you know I'm a professional at what I do. I wasn't fired, I quit. All right? We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.